is this?
Very strange chapter in a story I'm reading online,
Oh.
and somebody in the comments posted that video.
Oh, okay.
It's only 6 seconds long.
Oh, I was about to say, because I was like, I don't have time to look at it right now.
That's funny. Am I still echoing, guys?
No, you're
Nope.
fine now.
Cool. I just went into the Roll20 campaign, just disabled, broadcast to others, and I think it was double dipping. Like I usually use Firefox browser, but Roll20 doesn't work very well on it, so I switched over to Google Chrome for playing. And the same notification doesn't come up when you first log into a campaign page, asking you what you want to share.
I haven't had any problems with Firefox, but I think I'm going to be switching over to Google eventually, to Chrome.
Yeah, I actually had some problems with like the character sheet and stuff in some of the browsers, so I switched to Chrome a long time ago.
I think it's the current update, because they just updated it, so that might be affecting it.
Which is odd, because I've never had any problems whatsoever.
Well, I mean, they have all kinds of stuff about settings and things of certain browsers. I just never read any of it, so I just went with Chrome because I'm lazy.
Yeah, that was the main thing, was you open up the character sheet and then I'd get like, Firefox not responding. Sometimes it would even crash. Just a big
And
pain.
yet I never have any of these problems you guys talk about.
You're the lucky one.
Yeah.
And I don't adjust anything. It all just works.
Lucky.
Yep, lucky you.
I'm special. Possibly short bus, but that's okay.
All right, cool. Let's see. Let's see. Everybody did read, did catch the post, or?
Yeah.
Well, anyway, I'm just gonna go ahead and just read it again, just I guess so the audience will know what's happening. But so far, what I say? Oh yeah. By the way, is it Brotherhood or Company? I might have got that wrong.
I think it was company.
I think it was.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay,
I think we did accompanied because if we ever ended up with like a female, we don't want her to feel excluded.
Right. So after the after the company of the Ironfist vacated the Starmetal Hill cavern, you guys returned to the campsite in the Neverwinter Woods to regroup and plan your next course of action. And as the night fell and you guys are eating your supper, silence was broken by a monstrous sound, and one of you exclaimed that it's coming from the cave entrance. And soon enough, where the moat was, you see bubbles rising to the surface, and a moment later, a large reptilian head breaks the water, followed by its scaly body, and it pulls us up to the shore. And another one of you say, "Oh, it's that villainous green dragon Venomfang," and he stands there and scans, and of course he sees the 3 horses in the cart with the donkey, and goes after them. And startled, the steeds break off in random directions. One of them drops a saddlebag, and Venomfang, he chases the closest one, heading into Neverwinter Woods. And then you guys hear his voice, like a warning, saying, "I'm hungry." And at the same time, the donkey is just probably standing there chewing the curd or the fat in his cheek, and it's unaffected by what's happening. And that's where we are at the moment. So
You do realize in order for a donkey to be chewing fat, that would imply meat eating?
Yeah.
It's not entirely out of the realm of possibility.
Mm-hmm.
There was a cracked video. They talked about most herbivore creatures are only plant eaters because they're just too slow. But if they get a chance, they will eat meat.
That does make sense, yeah.
Energy density of the food.
Yeah. Well, it is better. Plants are much better, closer to the original source of energy.
Right. Well, I figure you probably pick some off the floor, like some stray blades of grass or whatnot.
Yeah. Chewing
But
cud.
yeah, that's what I
Although that's
meant.
a cow.
Cud requires 2 stomachs.
Yeah, I know that's a cow, but
Moo.
Yeah.
anyway.
Maybe a minotaur.
Yeah. But anyway, yeah. So that's where you guys are at the moment. So I'll leave it up to you guys. What you guys plan to do next after seeing Venomfang chase after this steed into the Neverwinter Woods?
I think this is what we've been kind of hoping for, actually. So, my vote is let's get in there and make the best of this.
Let's grab that saddlebag first.
Yeah. Well, on the way, yeah. If it is on the way, pick it up and check what's inside it, and
let's travel light. Like leave your backpacks and whatnot behind. If you want like a tool or something out of it or whatever, bring it. But I'm taking just myself, my potions. I'll bring my thieves' tools, which are tucked in my
Battle
boot,
necessities only.
and weapons, and that's it. And maybe a couple empty sacks, just in case.
All right.
I'm kind of hoping that Rokar's backpack is a bag of holding. He had suggested and hinted that it is special, and I thought he said, it holds more than you would think.
Mm-hmm.
That to me would mean maybe it's, a bag of holding. Or I don't know if they kept the Hoard's handy haversack in 5th edition, but that's a sort of a different version of bag of holding, but same difference.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So you guys are all heading over to the I guess. Well, I know where Rinathar's going, and I don't know about the rest of you guys.
Before we even go anywhere, though, do we want to try to have your steed in a position where he can see the water entrance, and then have him telepathically warn you?
Yeah.
If the dragon's coming back?
Yeah, definitely.
Because if that's the case, we're going to have to basically abandon whatever we're doing, get into that tunnel, and then, like, as soon as he goes in the water, we're going to have to jet.
Yeah.
Like, Pall Mall, get the hell out of Dodge type action,
Yeah, I've already talked to him, and he's finding a nice spot to check out keep watch, basically. Give us a fairly good warning. He'll try to get a position where he can see both the forest. He'll be watching the sky and the entrance there. So.
Like, if you can have him warn us, maybe even as the dragon's approaching.
That's what I'm hoping. Is that
that way we could maybe get a couple rounds to get right lined up at the exit, that secret way in, and then go from there.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Okay. Yeah. Cool. Yeah. I would say Rana's probably he's probably found a spot somewhere. I'll say closer to the edge of Neverwinter Woods.
Okay.
Yeah, and I mean, occasionally he'll probably venture out just to get a better look at something. Just just like a sentry pacing back and forth, but staying close as he can to the brush and to the foliage. So he's kept stealth,
As stealthily as a large white stag can be.
Exactly.
I don't know if the dragon spots him. Hello, lunch.
Yeah. We'll see. He's not going to be much eaten, though.
Could he dispel himself, or you have to do that?
I would have to do it as an action, yeah.
Okay. All right, but yeah, okay.
But basically, in truth, him dying and me dispelling him is the same thing.
It's the same thing, yeah.
Yeah. So it's just technically less painful for him.
All right, cool.
So it's kind of like a magic marshmallow.
Yeah.
Doesn't really fill up shit.
Nope. As soon as his hit points drop to 0, he disappears.
Yeah, and I think we talked about that. Like, you don't lose anything or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He
All right.
basically
So
just goes back to whatever plane his essence came from. So
right.
I'm having another one of those weird moods.
Okay. So you guys got Ranas doing his sentry duty. I guess. What is everybody else doing? Are you just sitting into the?
Can we get to the saddlebag?
Oh yeah. Yeah. You're going to the saddlebag, right?
Sure.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
I mean, it's on the way to the entrance, right?
Yes, it is on the way to the entrance.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Let's do it.
let's see. And Lash, is there something that you're doing in particular on your guys' way to the cavern?
Not in particular, just keeping an eye out. Keeping an eye on things in the vicinity.
Okay.
Watching for evil umbrellas. I forgot what the name of those things were.
really, I don't think. Did anyone do a nature check or anything on them?
No. I could say, like, while you guys were regrouping, discussing, you guys can go ahead, or whoever wants to give it a try.
Would it be nature?
It would be nature, yeah, survival nature.
Sure. Nope. I don't know anything. I was in the dark.
Exactly. Telesh, you have a better idea. Kyren, you probably studied something about this. Probably like the different monsters regarding that hide in caverns or in the Underdark, that take the camouflage of rock formations. You've come to know these as, or they've been nicknamed, dark mantles.
Dark mantles.
Great. Because they're dark and they try to mantle you by enveloping you, and they crush your head.
So far, what you've seen from its last victim, your once befriended cultist, who unfortunately died, the last time you guys were in the cave.
Saves on rations.
Indeed, my friend.
Talash wasn't going to like him if he's a servant of Tiamat.
Yeah, and there's also the strategic problem that if we had to face off against the dragon, he would probably get in the way.
Possibly.
Or side with the dragon.
Yeah.
Hey, Chris, one thing I want Rindlethor to do before we set out is I'm going to strip down a couple of torches and use the wrapping to make 4 flame arrows.
Okay.
Basically, put the wrapping on the arrow kind of tightly. I figured maybe that might be a way to hit him first and do a little extra damage.
Right. Okay.
Maybe drive him off.
Okay. Yeah.
From a range.
I'm just gonna say, yeah, you're actually doing this as you're walking up, and probably while Kyren's gonna be checking out the saddlebags, because you guys can probably take care of that first before heading in, I would assume. But yeah, as you're walking up, you're like nonchalantly just stripping away like parts of torches and maybe parts of some type of garment or something, wrapping around a couple of your arrows. You said 4?
Yeah, I'm gonna do 4 arrows like that.
Okay, yeah. So I'll say by the time you guys would enter, probably 10 minutes or whatever, it'd be enough time for you to go ahead and do that. And moving on to Kyren and what you find in the bag. When you pick it up, I mean, it fell, I'd say about a couple feet away from the donkey, and as you guys walking up, the donkey's just totally like just indifferent to everything. He's like, I don't really give a crap what you guys are doing. He's just like looking at you. He's actually sitting down. And you pick up the saddlebag, and on the outside of it, it just looks like any worn and it's beat up. That it's been obviously used. You open it up and you rummage through the contents, and you find a folded up piece of paper. you find a pouch, and when you jingle it, it sounds like it has some coinage in it. And you also find a medallion with a silhouette of a five-headed dragon.
Oh,
Five-headed beast, basically.
I wonder what that could be. What's the piece of paper? Open up the piece of paper.
All right, so you go ahead and open up the piece of paper, and probably everybody gathers around you as you're doing this. And this is what you see. Might have to zoom out a little bit.
Frulam Mondath, Bogluck, Resmir. Well, there's the town, greenest.
Right. So you find what seems to be the map of the Sword Coast, and of course some notes jotted down by whoever owned this saddlebag. And I mean, if your recollection serves you right, this saddlebag fell off the horse that your unfortunate friend was riding on.
Oh, okay. So, obviously, I'm telling everybody was gathered around me, right?
Yeah.
All right.
And there's 2 X's, one on the mine, it looks like, and one on
Starmetal Hills.
Oh, there's.
Yeah, on the
Holy
map,
smokes.
we're right here, basically.
We're way far from that greenest place.
Mm-hmm.
Holy crap.
Yeah.
Yeah. That'd be probably, what, a good month journey?
Yeah, it takes almost 2 days to get from the 2 X's, between the 2 X's.
Yeah. So you're talking probably at least a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
And that's following on the road.
Yeah.
Looks like the tradeway goes most of the way.
Mm-hmm.
Is this X here Fandelen?
I think that's Fandelen.
Yep.
Yeah.
Why is there an X on Fandelen?
That is a good question.
Have we made that much of an impact on the Sword Coast that we could be a target?
Could be as much as our fame as it is the Wave Echo Cave reappearing.
Yeah.
True that.
Do any of those names ring a bell, Chris, at all?
For you guys, well, you did hear him mention Resmir's name, I believe.
Okay, I thought so. That actually reminds me of the Black Spider a little bit, but that was Nesnar.
That's Nesnar, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Do we have any idea who Resmir is?
Or what?
Yeah.
No, just from what you know so far, I believe.
Just a reference by the cultist. And that was it.
Right. I believe it was Kyron that wasn't there, but when you guys went to Thunder Tree, that's when you guys first met the Cult of the Dragon, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's the first time you guys met them. But yeah, these names, I don't know, but I would think they might be unfamiliar to you.
Well, let's. Obviously, we're going to keep this piece of paper. Fold it up and keep it in a backpack or whatever, pocket or whatever.
Medallion too, definitely.
And want to look at the medallion and what's inside the little pouch.
Right. Well, when you look at the medallion, like I said, it's a silhouette of a five-headed beast. I mean, when you look at it,
would be familiar, considering he's a servant of Bahamut, as that symbol of Tiamat.
Yep. I would say you would be familiar with that. I mean, the silhouette's not so ominous that you can't figure out that it looks like a reptilian's head or a Wervin or a Hydra.
But just the symbology of the five-headed reptile of any kind is generally referencing specifically Tiamat.
And I would say
At least everything I remember.
And
Mike?
Tiamat is still the same as it was in 2nd edition, right?
I believe so. I'm not too familiar with that, but I would think, yeah, still the 5-headed dragon or something like that.
Yeah. Okay.
Some interpretations would have 5 different colored dragon heads, or 5 different shaped dragon heads, and so on.
Right. And then when you open up the pouch, let's see. Give me. Let's see. I will need you. Can you please give me, Kyrin, a 66 roll?
Oh, a 66 roll?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. And that will be times 10. You found 220 silver pieces in that pouch.
Okay. We'll add it to our coffers of the group.
So they must all die. Do you think that's referencing the 3 names? Or is that just their general Cult of the Dragon chant? Just
They all must die?
they must all die, just in general.
They must all die. Man. Well, I'm sure as we go along, we're going to find more
Yeah.
people that's going to maybe know who these people are, and we can figure that part out, right?
Yeah. When we rendezvous with Sildar again, I think we should show him this and see if he has any information.
And maybe somebody in one of these bigger towns like Waterdeep or Baldur's Gate definitely shouldn't. I would think. I don't know. I mean, maybe that's a long.
I'm betting that we can find out some more information when we get back to civilization.
Yeah.
We have Lenine at the Lion Shield Coster talks to people, Stonehill Inn folks, Sildar, Andermath, as well as that Sister Grael. She's of my order. We have.
I mean, isn't there going to be a meeting of the 5 those 5 what are they, organizations? Aren't they? Isn't something like that going to happen soon, or did it already happen?
That thing that was supposed to happen in a week's time. It wasn't a meeting of the factions. It was that there is a caravan that's going to make its way out of town.
Weren't we also trying to set up some sort of meeting though at some point between the 5 factions?
I'm not sure. I don't remember if you guys were setting up a meeting. I mean, I thought they might have occurred already.
We were trying to set up the old Cragmaw Castle as sort of like a neutral meeting ground for the 5 factions.
So it's just okay.
Okay.
So there was no official meeting
or
anything like that. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, that regarding the one, the Cragmaw Castle, yeah, that hasn't happened yet because I mean the stronghold is still being rebuilt in a sense. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I was just thinking that especially if we had access to mid-level or high-level members of those groups, then we definitely would have more resources for gaining information on this. But anyway, I think I think we need to head into the cave. I think we're wasting time right now.
Yep. Let's go.
You're on the clock.
Indeed.
All right. So, who's keeping the note and stuff like that?
Kyren's keeping the note.
Okay.
If there's no objections, I'll hang on to the medallion.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
And I'm keeping an eye on the sky as we're approaching the secret entrance.
Alright, so let me go ahead and put you guys in. You guys can arrange yourselves any way which you like. Put you guys back in.
So, do you want to check all around the corner again towards where we saw the dragon last to see if you see anything? Checking the ceilings for sure.
You guys can give me a. Well, I'm not even giving you a perception check. But when you guys headed back into the cave, you guys noticed that around the walls and certain sections of the cavern, or from what you guys are in right now, it seems that there's more holes that have been burrowed. And on occasion, as you guys enter the cavern now, there's like I'd say like dirt falling from the ceiling. It's safe to say that maybe the structural integrity of this place is, or certain parts of this place is coming into question.
What?
These holes you're talking about, Chris, how big?
These holes are probably like 1 to 2 feet in diameter.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So it's not something we can climb through.
No.
Gotcha. All right.
Now, how's everybody's vision? I just want to double check. I believe. Well, I'll go ahead. I'll just go ahead and check it myself.
Yeah, Rindlethar's is not enabled because I can only see like to here and the light. There we go.
Circle. That's it.
There we go. Yeah, bow's out, and I'm looking for those dark mantles.
Right.
Oh man, guys, it looks like he covered over most of the treasure.
What does
With
that
heavy
mean?
rocks. It means maybe he prepared for this. Any more of those dark mantles up on the ceiling?
Not up the ceiling, but I believe you see the ones that are on the floor, and they're actually currently. Seems like they're eating something.
The ones on the floor?
Yeah. There and there.
And you recognize those as the ones that you probably attacked the last time, because there's a couple arrows sticking out of them.
But they're not dead?
They're not dead. They're actually busy eating what seems to be your unfortunate friend.
Former acquaintance.
Alright. Attack. Immediately, I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Arrow on this first one.
Alright. Just go ahead and put up the tracker, and just going to go ahead and have you guys... yes.
It's one fast dragonborn.
Of
course.
Beware their darkness.
Just 1 second. Yeah, I mean, currently, when you guys entered and you guys looked around, you didn't really notice anything. I mean, you're being extra vigilant, looking at the ceiling, making sure that nothing is moving around or anything like that. But you guys have not noticed anything yet, except for the 2 down there. Can you guys see this? What I'm pinging at?
No, do it again.
Yeah, I had to shrink my map down.
Nope.
Was it up here?
No. What is that site?
Are you on the right level to ping?
Oh, you know what? You might. Yeah, you're probably right. Well, I'm not on the right level of ping. Okay, here we go.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can see that.
Backpack.
Is it actually visible to us, or is it under?
I mean, it's visible in a sense. I mean, it's under some rocks, but it's not like hidden or anything like that. I mean, you guys can see from where you're standing. So, if anything, this is where you last saw Venomfang lying down, and maybe that's where you saw parts of the backpack sticking out. But now, I mean, if he's not there anymore, and it's more obvious that he was lying on it.
Are the rocks new? They seem to be.
Yeah, it's just to show that this is what he was lying on. It's
okay.
Yeah.
He was lying on a bed of rocks?
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's a cave, so.
Alrighty.
Well, whenever we hopefully do away with these things, hopefully one of you guys can bust out your detect magic again, and we'll get all the choice bits and get the hell out of here.
Yeah, let's do that.
All right. So,
Chris, do we surprise these creatures or not?
At the moment, I would say, you know what? That's good. Let me see. Let me go to Faith. What does Faith say? Yeah, you guys do.
Oh,
so
sweet.
I mean, it makes sense. They're preoccupied with eating this thing. So I mean, eating.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So go ahead, Celeste. You got to just go with the order you guys came, and then we'll start.
Mm-hmm.
Telos just hangs back and gestures with his hand for Rindlethar and Kyrin to start shooting things.
All right, so you're going to be holding action.
Get too close, and before they start going blackness of doom. So.
All right. Is there a particular action like So I want to know if you're readying action or you're just gonna move, give up your initiative.
Start moving around, give them a wide berth so they don't start trying to make a big dark cloud of doom. Just start inching around towards the pile.
Okay. All right. So just say you're gonna hold action. I guess if something comes close, you attack it. Is that what you're gonna be doing? Or
Yep.
All right. Okay, and then we're gonna go ahead and move to Kyrin.
I'm gonna use the Wand of Magic Missile on this
missile.
cat right there.
All right.
Nice.
Sweet. You
Max
said
on 2 out of 3 dice.
Is this
Yeah.
one right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So, I mean, that burst of light from the wand, I mean, it catches their attention, but at the last moment, it hits the dark mantle, and you just see chunks of it flying away in a mist of blood and a little mist of blackness, but kind of like how octopus just like gives off ink kind of thing. But yep, that creature is down. Good job, nicely done.
Excellent. And then Kyrin's gonna yell to Talash. Well, not yell, but say to Talash, "Go for the backpack. Rindlethar and I will take these guys out."
Go for the backpack. I like it. All right, and then with that, I'm gonna go ahead and move on to the next person in line, which is this dark mantle over here. Talash, I need you to give me a perception check, please. Oh, yeah, that's right.
Chris, I thought we caught him.
Yeah, that's right. Right.
Guard.
Okay. And we're gonna go ahead and move on to Rindlethar.
Moving up here. Nobody has the torch lit on, I don't think, at the moment, right? We're just using, the humans are just using the light from Kyrin's base, right?
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
Alright, well, that's fine. I'll just shoot a regular arrow at this fellow here.
Bam.
Hopefully a 17 will hit.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
And...
Yep.
yeah.
Another one bites the dust. Sweet.
That's like 33.
Yeah, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
The assassin archetype, if I can get surprise, it's pretty deadly.
I say, yeah, it is pretty deadly. Okay. So, yeah, so you guys did away with those two. I will need another perception check from Talash, please, and now and also a perception check from Rinlothar and Kyron.
Perception.
23.
Ooh.
E.
Mm.
Well, some of us see some things coming more than others.
Right. Well, the rest of you, except for Rinlothar, you do see something coming from this direction here.
What direction? Where?
Yeah, I didn't see anything.
Yeah, actually, hold on a second.
Might as well just give a compass direction in reference to our characters.
There
Oh,
he
there's
is.
another one.
Oh, there's another one over there.
Yeah, he's actually still attached to the ceiling, so he's like creeping about the ceiling. And with that, we're going to go to Andal, which will be the last person to act in this surprise round.
Okay. Let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna move to there. And how high is the ceiling?
It's
Actually,
about,
I don't even know if I see him yet.
well, it's about 20 or 30 feet high.
20 or 30 feet high.
Yeah. You would not see him. Only one that noticed him is Rindelthor. If you were gonna, I guess, well, yeah, you wouldn't even know to attack him because you wouldn't notice him there.
I
No.
point my arrow. There's one hidden up there. Maybe bring your light in further.
Right. But from where you are, Andal, give me a perception check, please.
Middling.
Let me see. Ooh, okay. And is there anything else you're going to be doing?
Well, since he pointed it out, but I probably still don't see it, do I?
He pointed out, you do see it, but I mean, it's about 20, 30 feet high, so I don't know, that's probably out of range. Or you, I'm not sure. I don't know if you have any.
I mean, I could try chucking a javelin at it.
Yeah. I would say with disadvantage because it's just Rindelthar just pointing it out to you. You can't really get a clear view of it. If you want, yeah, you can go ahead and chuck a javelin at it with disadvantage though.
Chuck a javelin with disadvantage.
Launch.
How about a natural 1?
Oh.
I have no idea where that javelin went.
you heard it hit something and it
went through one of the holes in the wall.
Yeah, probably.
There you go. And then you heard. I gotta say, yeah, went through.
Wilhelm scream.
Well, yeah, there you go. Okay, so you threw it. You missed the obvious target. It went through a hole in the wall, and then you hear a faint, like it hit something. You don't know what it is.
I don't like that.
Nice.
And then with that, let's see. We're gonna go ahead to the top of the round. So, Celeste, it is now your go, sir. Actually, before you, when you're about to react, go ahead and give me another perception check. No. You thought you might have heard something creeping upon the ceiling where you're at, but you looked up and gave it a keen eye, but you didn't notice anything.
Too many shadows being thrown in this room.
What would you like to do, Talash? Okay.
Running over and getting to the bag.
Okay. Is that you? You're right on the bag? Is that what it is? It's kind of hard. Let me just zoom in a little bit. No, you're good. Go ahead. You could go right up on the bag. That's fine. You're just stepping over it. As you cross that, I guess, threshold, you want to say, give me another perception check.
Well, finally, something half decent.
That is better. Way better. Yeah. So, as you cross this, and I mean, you're keeping your eye up at the ceiling, of course, as you're doing this, and sure enough, you see something move, and actually, it's beginning to detach itself, like it's about to launch towards you. So you notice another dark mantle up there. Well, that was your movement. You still have an action.
Well, Dark Mantle decided to drop in right there.
It has not dropped in. It's beginning to maybe drop in. Meaning, like you notice that it's moving up on the ceiling.
It's still on the ceiling, right?
Yeah, it's still on the ceiling. It has not dropped down.
And the ceiling is like 30, 40 feet high, I think, right?
Yeah. It's a safe assumption that it's probably going to launch an attack soon.
Well, Talash would have his glass staff ready to make something of a baseball swing.
Okay.
Or possibly a pool cue poke.
Huh.
Right.
I love corner pocket.
Were you going to pick the back up? I mean, it's part of your movement if you were going to do it.
Well, if it's not requiring anything
No, it's
other than just pretty much pick it up and swing it over a shoulder or something.
well. Let's see. Well, you haven't done it. Okay, so let me ask you this.
If it would cost an action, then no.
Okay. Yeah.
I'll be staring at the ceiling and seeing, oh great, another one of the evil umbrellas.
Right. So let's say like you were going to pick up this pack, you noticed that it might be stuck under some of the rubble, and yeah, you probably will need to do a little check just to tug it out probably, or move some of the rubble off it so you can pick it up, and then at the same time you notice that there's a dark mantle above you and Ando. And I'm assuming you're probably going to ready in action. If it does attack, you're going to swing when it comes down.
As well as be prepared to dodge out of its way.
Okay. All right. Then with that, we're going to move to, so you're going to be holding an action, and with that, we're going to be going to Kyrin.
I suppose having a key point ready for initiating Step of the Wind for dodge, I think it was.
Okay. So we'll just say the trigger is that if it launches an attack at you, then your action will get triggered if it attacks you.
Whack it and dodge.
Right. And by the way, I don't know if you guys just checked your character sheets, but I totally forgot. I renewed everybody's inspiration if you didn't have inspiration before.
Oh, okay.
Sweet.
Cool.
Yeah.
If you were...
Thanks.
Well, okay, yeah, you don't want to waste the key point if you don't have to. I get it.
Yeah, and Kyrin, go ahead. It is your turn, sir.
All right. I'm gonna move up there
Mm-hmm.
and I'm gonna hit this one with Wand of Magic Missile again.
Okay.
Nice.
Doom, 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 doom.
Yeah.
Right. So, how many charges do you have left on that wand?
I have should be used it 3 times, so got 4 left.
4 left.
It recharges every day, though. You should have a full 7 coming into today.
But I used it once last session.
Yeah, a day hasn't passed
And we
since
have-
the last
and we have-
session.
Yeah.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Right.
Gotcha.
Okay, so pew pew. Was that like? It's like it was it 3?
It's 3.
Yeah.
It's 3 is magic orders come out of the wand.
Your short one, pew.
Yeah. Pew pew pew.
Pew, 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 pew. And when the last one strikes, it actually I mean, the other two did hit it, and then the last one, when it hits it, it knocks it off its hinges, so to speak, and it falls to the floor, taking another. It falls to the floor, and you hear a splat. I don't know, like a wet rag hitting the floor, I guess. It's gonna take another, and it takes additional. Ooh, 4 points of damage.
Nice.
Yeah, and I mean, it looks like when it hits the floor, it like stands up, like it kind of, like, I don't know how it kind of stands up kind of straight, and then it starts leaning off to the side. I mean, you can see that it's pretty hurt from that launch of attack and then falling off the ceiling. And with that, if there's anything else, we will go to the next person.
I'm gonna use the rest of my movement to move right there.
Okay. All right. And now, hold on 1 second. Angela, if you can please give me a perception check.
Quick question: which one did he hit with a magic? I was away from keyboard, but still
this
listening.
one.
It's
in there.
Yeah. Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, I'm thinking like you guys are constantly like looking up the ceiling, being on guard, because you know there was more than just the two that you guys killed, and then now there's additional, I believe, two.
Mm-hmm.
The one above Andal and Talash, and then the one that Kyron just attacked. But yeah, Andal, you could have sworn you saw something, but it might have just been the one that's above you. And with that, we'll go ahead and move to Rindlefar. Yeah.
All right, the one that he injured, I think I'm gonna shoot at it to try to finish it off.
All right.
That's this one over here, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Kill it with fire.
Are you using one of your firebows?
Well, I would have to stop to light a torch, and I didn't declare doing that ahead of time, so no.
Okay.
But here goes. 21 ought to hit him.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
9 more damage.
9 more damage. Yeah, so you take careful aim and you hit it in between one of its many eyes, and where you hit it, I mean, its eyes slowly start to blink and then close, and it's not moving anymore.
Excellent. I've got a bonus action of dash, so I'll maybe move over here, keeping a close eye on the ceiling, and it also for next turn will give me a shot at this one maybe.
Okay.
Do I get a perception check or not?
Yes.
I don't know.
Yeah, actually,
Okay.
please give me a perception check.
Yeah, kind of weak. I don't know if that's enough in 5th edition or not.
Let's see if it is. Actually, it is enough, and as you're rushing over in that direction, you're looking up, probably following Andal's gaze when he looked up. He didn't see it, but you did. It's another dark mantle, and it seems to react to you, so it's safe to assume that it might launch itself at you.
All right.
Currently,
I'll say there's one nearly above me as I'm
okay.
taking aim.
I don't see anything yet, do I?
You only see this one right here that's above you and Talash.
Well, this one.
When
this one?
Yeah, exactly. When Rindlefar yells out, you look in that direction and you faintly see it. So if you were going to attack this one over here, it would be with disadvantage. But this one you definitely see.
Okay. But what stage is he in right now? He's still too far away from me to.
Yeah, he's. I mean, he's on a stalactite or probably on the ceiling. It's like I said, 20 to 30 feet high. So you would have to attack it with range. It hasn't launched its attack yet.
Okay. It's worth it. Yeah. I'm gonna try chucking another javelin.
All right.
Hopefully. How about
Oh yeah, that's nice. Ooh, max damage too.
yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah. So I mean, you chuck this javelin with much gusto. I mean, and to your surprise, um, you actually might have pinned it to the roof. Because it was like I would say it was about to jump off, and then you hit it right at the in the opportune time, and it couldn't, like, it got pinned to the ceiling,
Okay.
and it's trying to move, it's trying to unpin itself, so you definitely pinned it to the ceiling.
Okay.
Sweet. All right, and with that, we're gonna go ahead and move to the with the pin dark mantle. Let me see if it can unpin itself. Does it have any modifier? Ooh, wow, that's pretty strong. No, it was unable to pin itself. Actually struggling with the javelin in it. It takes another. Oh wow, it took another 3 points of damage. Okay, and then with that, we're gonna move on to Talash. So you see your friend Al just pin this dark mantle to the ceiling.
Well, seeing the dark mantle is fairly occupied and my back is covered. Oh, just lost Rob.
Oh, that's fine. He's still in roll 20. He just dropped out of the Google. Well, go ahead. What was you gonna do?
Yeah. Turn my attention to the bag and see if I can lift it free.
Okay. So you can just go ahead and give me a strength check with athletics if you'd like to use that. And welcome back, Rob. Yeah, you tug on this, and wait, much to your surprise, even with your gauntlets, it seems to be stuck, probably under a couple pieces of rubble and rock, but it feels like it's starting to give way.
So does that mean I pulling it free just with another quick tug?
Yeah, but you would have to wait on your next turn for another action to do that. You still have some movement though.
Not really moving anywhere.
Okay. All right, then with that, we're gonna go ahead to Kyrin. You see the Dragonborn is having a hard time pulling this hack off of the rubble.
Okay. Kyrin's gonna use the Wand of Magic Missile once again to hit this one in the ceiling and see if I can't take it out completely.
I have faith that you will.
And the cleric uses Holy Fire.
Uh-oh. That ain't gonna work.
Well, it's still 9. It's only 3 less than your last hit, so.
Right.
Yeah. So you like, what was it? 1, 2, 3, right? So 1, 2, 3. Pew, pew, pew. Yeah. So you obviously hit it. It dislodges from the ceiling, mind you, with the javelin still in it, and it falls. And then when it falls, it just splats right in front of you, and it gives a little, and it. So, to say that the magic missiles didn't kill it outright, but the fall did.
Yeah. That's what
Landed
they
on
say.
its ugly, funky head.
It's not the fall that kills you, it's that sudden stop at the end.
Okay. Anything else you can do, Karen?
I'm going to move there.
Okay. And with that, we'll move on to a Dark Mantle, which is closest to Rinlothar. It's going to launch its attack at you. Rinlothar, can you please give me either a strength with athletics or dexterity with acrobatics to see if you can get away from its grapple. Oof. All right.
That's kind of shitty.
Let me see. Mine was shittier.
Good.
Right. So, I mean, it detached itself from it launched an attack from the ceiling, and it was coming on you with all its tentacles outstretched towards your head, and you caught it in mid-flight, and you scrambled about with it, and at the last moment when you thought it got you, you were able to take it off. I mean, with much strength, take it off you, and just fling it off to the side, about 5 feet away from you. So let's say about right here. Fling it that way.
Good.
Okay. And then with that, we're gonna go ahead and move to Rinlothar. It is now your turn. So.
All right. I'm gonna use my one of my rogue bonus actions of disengage.
Okay.
I'll move back to here,
Uh-huh.
taking aim on this fellow, and hopefully killing it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Is a 13 hit?
13 does hit.
All right, that'll be 10 damage then. Piercing it.
Yeah, you probably hit the soft underbelly, probably as it was hurled that way. Because I would figure you're disengaged. You're probably in a sense dashing backwards, taking out the bow,
Right.
shooting the arrow, all in one fluid motion. And you
Mhm.
probably struck the underbelly. And then you hear a little squeal, and you know you did some damage because you did hit underneath its hard shell, so to speak. And with that, we're gonna go ahead and move on to it would be Andal. But before Andal, Kyrin, can you please give me a perception check?
Sure.
All right. You have it you guys are probably paranoid now that every second there's something moving up there. But Kyrin, in regards to your perception, you don't seem to see anything at all.
Okay.
All right. And then with that, we'll move on to Endo. It'll be your turn, sir.
Okay. Seeing, I can see the thing on the ground now, right? Because it fell off the ceiling. I don't need a perception check to see that. Okay. So then I'm going to run over to it, and actually now finally something is close enough that I'm going to try to. I don't know. This kind of leads to a question. If I mainly just want the damage from the shield shove, can I do that, or I don't know.
You just want the damage from the shield shove?
I'm kind of. He's already on the ground, and he's
in it prone.
Well, I mean, you okay? So we'll still be doing the roll off.
Yeah.
But you'll be doing it with you have your advantage, so of course you get it, and then I mean yeah. I mean, for flavor sense, whatever, you probably just shoved your shield spikes right into it. That's what you're saying.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Well, I'm more questioning it in terms of when a larger creature, I wouldn't get the shove part of it, if for something larger than large.
Right.
But I would still be able to get the damage, wouldn't I, because of the spikes, if I succeeded.
Yes. You just won't be able to shove it or make go prone or anything like that.
Okay. And how does prone work with this thing?
Hmm. Well, I mean, it's already prone, so I mean, it did
Okay.
succeed. I could do the roll real quick, but yeah, you pretty much succeed. Oh wow. Okay, maybe not.
I didn't succeed. You said that they were pretty strong, so.
Yeah, they were pretty. I actually critted, and it's one above yours. Um, no, but I mean, yeah. Let's see.
So
Well, it would
yeah,
have to get up before it could stop being prone anyway.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, no, you still get your advantage, but I'm gonna say because since I critted, that you're like in a struggle with this thing. And I'll probably do. I'll just take half damage. So I'll say, yeah. So that's yeah. Okay, so that's what's happening. So as you're struggling with this thing, probably trying to pin it down or put your spikes to it, so to speak. Um, yeah. So it takes it'll take 2 points of damage.
Okay.
Okay. As as you're struggling with it, it's probably trying to like come around and like grapple. For some reason it likes heads, so it's trying to come around and do its attack on you
Yeah.
as you're pushing it back. Is there anything else you're doing?
Well, yeah, I wanna hit it with my hammer if I can.
All right. Hit it with your hammer. Ooh, wow. Yeah. Definitely hit.
Is it
Stop.
moving
Hammer
yet?
time.
I mean, it definitely feels like it's losing strength, almost like it's being submissive in a sense.
Okay. Well, then I'm gonna try again.
No, wait. The second attack was.
Yeah, I'm a 5th level paladin.
Oh,
I
you
can
get
attack
you get
twice.
twice. Oh, that's right. Okay.
I
Um,
couldn't attack twice earlier because I only could get one javelin in my hand at a time.
that's right.
So,
Right. Okay. Yeah. So it's like hammering a nail. So the second one totally splat
okay, good.
under your warhammer. So
The
another
brain case became brain paste.
Yeah.
yeah.
So, yeah, basically, I ran towards it. It kind of maybe it was more floppy than I was used to, and it kind of rolled with my original attack. But I was still kind of pinning it a little bit with my shield, and then I just was smashing it as much as I could with my hammer.
I could
So
definitely see that. Yeah.
it was probably it. It's 2 attacks, but I'm saying that I was probably just like smashing just one after the other, just
Yeah, I can see that. You're like, stand still.
yeah.
Ding. Yeah. Yeah, definitely. You're definitely successful in actually putting it down.
Okay.
Let's see, who else is that? Okay, after that, we're going to have move back to Talash. Talash, give me a perception check. Also, Kyren, you can also give me a perception check. And actually, it'll also be Andal too, if you can give me a perception check also.
Nope. I'm seething at the thing that I'm smashing into the ground.
Exactly. So, the only one who was able to see was, I believe, Kyren, right? Was the only one. Oh, Kyren and Talash. Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, as you see, Talash is struggling with the backpack. Kyren, you're keeping a vigilant eye. I mean, at the same time, Talash, you're doing the same thing. And of course, from the corner of your eyes, you guys see another. And it's still on the ceiling, creeping ever so closely to one of you, to another hapless victim. But Talash, it is your turn.
Tug, tug, yank.
Okay, strength check, please. With athletics, if you have it.
Sweet.
Right. So you probably like moved a couple of the rocks over before yanking this thing, and then you yanked it thinking like, man, this thing's a big bag. It should be heavy. But again, being Dragonborn and you having the what was it, Gauntlets of Power?
Gauntlets of Ogre Power, yeah.
Yeah, Gauntlets of Ogre Power. It definitely
Being loose from under a boulder.
Right. It feels light. Like this pack should be about 70 pounds, but it feels more like 20 when you lift it up. And you do notice it as being a miner's pack because it has like a shovel and a pick,
Nice.
and some other odd gears, but outside of the backpack, being hung over the loops and belts that are attached to this thing.
The Lash can pick up 285 anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely could. Yeah, but I mean, when you lift up this bag, you thought it would be heftier, being the contents of a miner's pack, but you're kind of, and not at the same time surprised, because things are just they're just light to you anyway, being uber strong. Anything else you're doing besides when you picked up the when you yanked out this backpack? You taking any movement?
Not at the moment.
Okay. With that, we're going to go ahead and move to Cavern. Excuse me.
Okay. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I still have that ring of spell storing.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm going to use Melf's Acid Arrow at this thing. Hopefully this works. I don't know if this macro is going to work, but...
Okay.
There you go.
Melf's Acid Arrow. She stores enemies. Oh, it's an acid. Oh.
You have to make it to hit roll.
Yeah.
Oh, I do?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, d20 plus your
Didn't it do
proficiency
that?
modifier.
No, that's the
No, it's
damage. Damage and the rest of the damage.
Yeah. I think you had your proficiency bonus and then your dex. Just like if you were shooting a bow or throwing
Make
spear
a
or
ranged
something.
spell attack against the target.
Yeah.
It's a spell attack. So would you be using your wisdom?
It's in the ring. Where did you get the spell from?
Remember when...
Terrell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you'd be using his spell attack, which
Okay,
or
so
his
he's-
intelligence.
He's
I don't
yeah,
know what that was.
He's the
Well,
one
he was
that
a druid,
stored it in there.
So,
Yeah.
but yeah, I'm pretty sure you had a +3 modifier, and then
Let me see. Because I archived his character sheet. Okay, hold on a second, guys. There it is. And his attack would be int.
Yep.
Okay, so he has a mod of 4. He has 18
So 4
intelligence.
plus 2, so 6. D20 plus 6.
Ooh. So what you roll?
Oh my god. Never mind.
Let's see. And this is versus my AC, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, you see this. I guess you like Power Ranger style, bust out the ring and shoot the or Green Lantern style, shoot out the arrow.
Well, it's on. I mean, I've been wearing it the whole time, so... Yeah, like Green Lantern style, yeah.
Okay. You guys see this streak of green glow. And it actually has it has kind of it looks like it has a substance to it. It's not like a solid arrow. It actually does strike the dark mantle, but probably a little bit off target. And it will take. Let's see. The total damage here was what? 16.
11 plus an additional 5 at the end of its next turn.
Yeah.
Oh, so at the end of its next turn, it'll take the additional 5. Okay, so right now it just took an initial 11.
Yep.
yeah, but you have to hit.
Right. Well, I'm gonna say that it did it hit the general area where it was in, so it's going to be taking half the damage of 11, which would be, I would say, just round it down. Let's just say 5.
Mm-hmm. Better than nothing.
Right, and then on its next turn, it will take an additional 2. Right at the end of its next turn. Is that ongoing or just for that and that's it?
The one-time deal.
One time. Okay. So at the end of its turn, it'll take an additional 2. If I forget, just remind me, guys. And then with that, if there's anything else, Kyrin, we'll be moving on to Rindlethor.
Nope, that's it.
All right.
My plan is to delay to wait until this thing is within range of one of my allies and have take a shot when it is in their threat range. My logic here being, once it is, I'll be able to add sneak attack. So
Okay.
I'm just going to delay down to Andel's initiative.
All right. So you're basically just waiting for your comrades to act first, giving them a chance to attack.
Well, actually, not even till Andel's, to the creatures, because it's next. And if it gets into range of them, that's when I'll shoot.
Okay. All right.
Once they threaten it, I can add sneak attack. So
Yeah.
I'll move here for a clean shot and have an arrow drawn, ready to fire.
All right, let's do this. Andal, you're 1. Kyrin, you're 2. Telesh, you're 3. Okay, so it's gonna go ahead and launch its attack at Telesh. So it actually, I mean, it's within 5 feet of it. Go ahead and do your reaction.
Nice.
Oh, very nice. Wow. 21 ought to hit him.
Definitely. And he's going to take 7 piercing damage.
21 total.
21 damage.
Sneak attack.
I keep forgetting that. Sneak attack is so awesome.
Pretty cool imagery, too, because as this thing launches itself at Telesh, you're hitting it in the air.
Yeah, and yeah, exactly. See, I mean, I want to say it's not just one arrow. It's probably, given your dexterity and your quickness, you probably shot maybe at least 2 arrows at it. And Telesh he looks up and then he just sees this thing coming, and all of a sudden it gets
Salash notices that it gets pretty much struck out of the air, and its trajectory alters as it falls to the ground dead. Salash just looks over at Rindlethor and gives him a nod.
Thank you. Yes, exactly.
What, no smooth skin? Come on.
Right, and yes, congratulations, guys. You guys are now out of combat. Well done.
Oh, sweet. I gotta use that delaying tactic a little more often.
Yeah,
tactically, it would just make more sense.
Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. For you, it definitely works.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I could do that in melee too. Ready in action versus their approach. Once they're within range of an ally, I can swoop in and strike.
Yeah, I didn't even know that damage was that strong too.
Yeah.
Well, he's 3d6 now for his sneak attack.
It's almost comparable to a ranger, almost. Yeah. Wow. But yeah, cool. I love that last shot. That was pretty cool. It's like jumping on Telesh and all of a sudden just gets struck out of the air.
Oh no, you don't.
Yeah, exactly.
If we have time, I'm going to be checking some of this other stuff.
I'll head the other way.
All right. So yeah, we'll just go around the room. So Ando, you're walking over there. I mean, you guys see there's just piles of different odds and ends of treasure. You probably start busting open the crates and you just find some art objects.
While they're doing that, Talash brings the bag over to Kyrin and
he does a detect magic, right? Okay.
Yeah. Let him check and see if we could make use of the thing.
All right. Yeah, and then going about the room, Ando, we'll start with you first. You're searching this general area here for loot and stuff. Can you please go ahead and give me a D100 roll? Okay. Now give me again another 66. Okay. And a 2d6. All right. So in total, you found, what was that? The 300. Okay. 260. Let's see. Yeah. 260 silver pieces. I'll just type it out. 260 silver pieces. And what was the last one? Oh yeah. 110 GPs. Cool. That's supposed to be 260.
260.
Yeah,
What's
not
the
26.
40 for?
Oh, that's just to let me know from which roll to get it from. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I see.
Which table or whatever?
Which table? Yeah.
Which table? So yeah. So that was 260 silver pieces. 110 GP. Okay.
Yeah, and that's from that stack of pile that you're searching over there. That's how much like worth of stuff. I'm just breaking it down to coinage.
Okay.
Kyron and Telesh. Yeah, you guys look through. You guys open up the bag, and what you notice first when you open up the bag is total blackness. I mean, given with light, even when Kyron's holding his, I guess he's light bringer over, he can't seem to see. Like the bag almost looks like a bottomless pit.
Uh-oh, somebody's phone is dying.
Kill it with fire.
Right. One of you. Is any of you reaching in or anything? Is you guys doing, or just staring into the blackness, or?
Kyrin looks at Talash and says, "You go first."
I'll try it. Left hand. See if there's a torch, maybe, or a mining tool, or something like that.
Okay, so Renathan, are you reaching into the bag?
Yes.
Or to the pack, I mean. Yeah, you reach in, and then you do feel something. It has like a handle. Do you
All right,
pull it
I'll slowly kind of pull it out. I don't want to cause any damage, type of thing, in case it's a weapon or something.
Right. So as you're trying to pull this out, it's pretty hefty. Give me a
Oh boy.
a strength check with athletics if you like. If you're gonna two-hand thing coming out of it. And you could give it with advantage too, since the other guys are probably around you. They might try to help you as you pull this thing out.
I don't have athletics, so we'll just do basic unskilled strength.
Okay.
With advantage in 18, I'll probably have to use the second hand.
Okay, yeah. So you first try to pull it out with one hand, and then you like, man, this thing's heavy. You put it in your other hand, and you pull it out, and it's still pretty heavy, but you're able to like take it out of the bag, and as soon as it leaves the breath of the bag, this thing that you're holding just suddenly just slams to the floor. It looks like a big hammer.
Wow, this thing's massive. Andel's probably like, hammer, did you say?
He just about to.
I'm inching over.
Well, it's
Is
real
the
heavy.
hammer magical?
Perhaps. Oh yeah, that's right. You have your spell up.
That's right.
Kyron does. Right?
Yeah, Kyron. Definitely used from magic items being around the persons of your comrades. You sense there's a lot of magic entities, or I'd say, lack of better words, entities coming from this bag, including the bag itself.
Nice. Hey, this might be important, Chris. Does this strike us as a weapon or as a tool?
You know what? Go ahead and give me a history check. History or intelligence check. This just to see if you recognize what type of tool this is.
All right.
If any of you have like blacksmith,
I have no idea.
You have no idea what it is. Just
Andel
really
does.
heavy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have blacksmithing.
Andel was a smith at one time.
You can do the check with advantage.
Okay. History check with advantage. Okay. Yeah, only a 13.
13's decent.
Yeah. Well, you're able to recognize this as a dwarven hammer.
Dwarven hammer. Okay.
dwarven smithing hammer.
Or weapon hammer.
Yeah. Is it a dwarven warhammer?
It's actually a
Now I have this vision in my head of a parachute pant wearing bearded dwarf dancing MC Hammer's Hammer Time.
it's not a dwarven warhammer, but it's a dwarven from what you might recognize it, because it's not a we call it, it's not like a long warhammer. It's more like a short like almost short like a mace kind of thing. It looks like Thor's hammer, basically. That's what I'm trying to say.
Mjolnir.
A one-handed warhammer,
There you go.
but heavy.
Yeah, I'm thinking this is probably that hammer he uses to work his craft. He says he needed this and those special pair of gloves.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh man.
I think we found his stuff. So.
Well, I'm looking to see if the gloves are in there, because just in case, in the meantime, we're going to be using these. See if there's some gloves in there too, Chris.
All right.
Rinda's going back in.
All right. So you reach into his bag, and you're searching for what you feel would be gauntlets or gloves, and sure enough, you pull out one of the pairs. But actually, you pull out one.
Oh.
It is a right-handed. And it is of a dwarven size. When you look at it, Talesh's eyebrows goes up if he had eyebrows. Like his eyes wide, and it looks
indifference.
Exactly.
Most do not recognize the changes in expression.
Yeah, like your friends wouldn't notice what you taking notice of this thing, but then you take one, like you outstretch and probably present your right hand, showing your gauntlets and comparing it to the glove, and it looks pretty similar in craft.
And Kyron's getting the same kind of feel.
Yes.
It's just the one. There's no second one. I'm going to continue to feel around.
You're feeling around, and you feel something that's like rough. Oh, I mean, it feels like you can pick it up, but it feels like it has a wide berth, like it's bigger than your hand, so to speak, and it's also heavy. And,
well, I'll see if I can edge it out a little bit and maybe get some help.
Right.
Elijah's is standing right there, so he'll help if anything.
Or
seems
something heavy in here that's wide. Maybe it's a shield or something. I don't know.
Right. So Telesh is probably helping you bring this out, and as this object is coming out of the bag, it starts to illuminate the room in a greenish bluish glow, and you noticed this glow the first time when you came in. It looks like a rough rock, like an ore.
Oh, okay. Does this look like Starmetal?
Yes, it looks like Starmetal.
Okay.
Okay. Well, he was saying he wanted some more of this if we can get it.
Yeah, and remember the room to the northwest. It looked like there was stuff in the walls there.
Right, but there's also those rust monsters, so we'd have to deal with them.
Do we see any of that same ore in the walls in this room too?
And if you do, you don't really see any. I would say you see like specks of rocks, like if you were like an underground cave, and it gives off that natural glow as some of those stones would have being underground. But none of them look like it's that Starmetal.
Okay. Okay.
Hey, here's a quick question for you, Chris. Is Kyron still in contact with his mount?
Andal, yes.
It's Andal.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I'm sorry. Yeah. Anything from Rana?
Well, like when the camera switches over to Rana's view, he's probably like grazing whatever. I guess blades of grass. Yeah. And he I mean, from the Neverwinter Woods, he would hear like different sounds coming from it, and he always stand at attention, looking in direction. But it's nothing to alert Ando. But I mean, Ando, you're getting this feedback like, oh, he heard a bird, or he heard howling, or he heard something, but nothing like, oh, the dragon or
Okay.
Venomfang or anything
Yeah.
else.
No, it's still clear. Yeah. I'm kind of treating it as like we said, he's on watch. So if anything were to happen, it'll alert me immediately.
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Cool. I guess I'm just being paranoid.
Yeah. Sometimes it's good to be paranoid.
All right. Well, good enough. Kyron, you've got your spell, so what else can you spot? And by the way, I recommend one of you throw this gauntlet on, and maybe Andal hang on to the hammer if it comes to a fight. Otherwise, we'll put him back in the pack later.
Oh, yeah, I'm thinking that it's not a war weapon, so I think it'd be better to put it back in the pack.
All right.
The weapon. I wouldn't want to damage it. Just
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah.
Oh, there's other stuff in the pile that Chris had said that I went back and watched most of the video before, and I think Chris's exact quote was, "Many powerful magic items were underneath the dragon."
Yeah, but I'm thinking we're finding them. I think one is the bag. The bag is containing the gauntlet, and the hammer. Both of those items are fairly unique. I mean,
If you were able to detect them outside of the bag, though.
yeah.
I'm thinking there might be other things.
Okay.
Yeah, so do I detect anything underneath a bed of rocks?
Give me a. Hold on a second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hold on a second. 9. No. 8. 10. Give me a D10 roll, please. That's Kyron.
Oh.
This is for you detecting something, like you said, if there's something underneath the dragon besides the pack. D10 4. Now.
Oh, hey, Brian.
Mm-hmm.
That symbol you did is way cool, by the way.
Yeah.
For the
I actually like that. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, I was researching heraldry and things like that, trying to find some stuff.
Yeah, it's distinctive. It doesn't look like either the helm or the Torm ones at all. It's the gauntleted fist and
well,
each
actually,
of our kind of key items.
What I ended up doing was I took a photograph and then kind of made the outline and a lot of the edges of it, and just kind of created that image there.
Okay.
Cool.
It's completely unique.
Definitely.
Where is it? I want to see.
It's on the forum.
It's under
I'll give you a link to it right now. You can just click and go right to that.
And I just put symbols in it for each of us 4 rather than anyone else. I didn't think anyone else was with the group long enough to put them as founding members.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I actually do like the symbol because, I was going to say, like, this definitely signifies the founding fathers, so to speak, of this company.
Yeah, that is magic.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, as of right now, you guys have some sort of that type of logo on your person, like whether it be a clasp or a patch or.
Yeah, I have it on my shoulder. Mm-hmm. Actually, on both my shoulders, right and left.
Yeah, I think most of us were wearing it in that area. I have like a tooled leather, kind of a large badge that I wear. So, and I sometimes cover it over when I want to go incognito, but it's there.
Right. Give me another D100, Kyron.
Roll high.
Yeah.
For great justice.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
I just hope it's not like, oh, you get a potion. Yay.
Yeah.
We need to outfit our rogue with a cloak of displacement. Or elvenkind.
Just to let people know, I still only have one magic item.
Damn. I'm not too far ahead of you. I've got two. I've got my rapier and I've got the ring.
Yeah, I know.
I'm not counting potions into that, but.
Oh yeah, no, you don't count temporary things.
Magic stick and punchy gloves.
Yeah. Yeah, so I know. I'm just saying that I only have one. That's all I'm saying.
You're not gonna start whining like Kyrin, are you?
Well, I don't know. It worked really well for Kyrie last time.
Yes, it did.
Pretty loaded.
Yeah, loaded down pretty hardcore now.
Give me a D4 now, Kyrin.
Yeah. Complaint, ka-ching!
Yeah, basically.
All of a sudden, none of us can use anything anyway, so he just gets them by default.
Okay. Oh, all right. You do sense something that's probably near your foot underneath some of the rocks, aside from the miner's pack.
Move away the rocks and look for it.
All right.
Well, Talash will move the rocks.
Yeah, exactly.
Skinny.
Talash, under there.
Right. So after a couple minutes of you guys like rummaging around, you do see something, and it looks like it's like gloves. It doesn't seem much like like glowing or anything in a sense, but it looks like you see a part of a pair of gloves.
Okay. Obviously, we're going to pick them up and examine them.
Okay. Ooh.
Any strange-looking girdles Kyrin wears at first.
Actually, I'm gonna lead this up to Kyrin.
Ooh.
You do find the gloves. Actually, describe to us what it looks like, and I can tell you what it is after.
Finely crafted gloves made out of a metal that is shiny to the point where it would seem not real. Like, you would think that buried under a bunch of rocks it would be tarnished, but it's not.
Right. Yeah. And you when you look at these gloves and you like flip them over, they kind of shine, as if like water is flowing over it.
What do you guys make of this?
Someone should try them on.
Who's gonna try them on?
I'll try them on.
Who's gonna try them on?
Kyrin will put them on.
Okay. Okay, Kyrin, you try them on, and it seems to like magically fit your hands. When you try them on, and you flex it and stuff, you feel as if kind of like a weightlessness in your hands.
Okay. I'm going to make sure I can take them off with ease.
Yeah, sure enough, you're able to take them off with ease.
Oh, okay.
But then when you did take them off, your hands feel a little heavier.
Wow. Weightless gloves.
If you spend time attuning to these gloves, you will know exactly what they are. But as of right now, you know that there's a little weakness when you put them on.
Does anybody need gloves? One of the melee guys?
Maybe Andal.
Sure.
He's only sitting
Yeah.
on one
Why
item right
not?
now anyway.
Yeah.
Oh,
Get him attuned to find out what they are.
yeah, but I won't be able to do that until a short rest, right?
So yeah.
Yeah.
I actually have a suspicion. I think I know what they are, but my character probably doesn't.
I have an idea as well, but again, I don't think my character would. But as I thank Kyren for the gloves, I'm gonna go over to this grouping here and check what's in this.
Okay. And then I guess Renathar would be doing the same thing, right?
Yeah, over on this pile.
Okay.
Getting the choicest stuff first, such as gems, jewelry, and then platinum, and then going for gold after that.
Okay. Yeah. So I mean, both of you just give me a D100 roll, and we'll pop doing like the same thing.
77 on my roll.
77.
Ooh. Look at that.
That is pretty awesome, dude. Okay. Andal give me a 4d6, and Renathar give me a 3d6. Okay, wow, you rolled the Andal, you rolled the average, but all right. Andal, you found what was it 110 gold pieces, and I just go put right next to no, sorry, it was 140 gold pieces. Renathar, you found 110 yay platinum pieces.
Very nice. Like I said, into the sack, and then all the heavy coinage. I think we should put it into that big sack of Rokars, because it'll render it much lighter.
Absolutely.
Talash will carry it.
I'm updating the treasury ledger with what we've been finding. I put the 220 silver pieces from the saddlebag
Good.
and the money that we found so far from the Green Dragon Hoard.
Cool. And let's see. It was Andal and Renathar. Renathar, can you please give me a what was I? Sorry. Give me a D6, and Andal, can you please give me 2 D10s? Oh, cool. Okay. In regards to like gems, because it might be significant. Renathar, you find a topaz. It's a transparent gold yellow. That's worth about 500 gold pieces.
Whoa.
Wow.
Okay. That's a topaz. And then Andal, what'd you roll? Is it 11 and a 16?
Yeah.
Okay, so you find a tourmaline.
Tourmaline.
It's of a bluish, transparent blue color. It's worth about 100 gold pieces. And you also find a pearl. Also worth about 100 gold pieces. So that'll be the exchange rate if you guys are going to exchange that, or I don't know if you guys need it for something. So,
To line our pockets.
Yeah. Well, pearls are useful quite often in spell, and a lot of times the pearls are not consumed, so just having one is.
Yeah, I think Identify uses pearls.
Yeah.
If Terrell's still an NPC back at Ironfist Keep, maybe he can help us out when we get back into town.
Yeah.
And let's see.
Chris, I'm curious, is Kyren picking up any other magic emanations other than the things we've already found and what we have on our characters?
Yeah, Kyrie, give me a D20 roll.
Jeez.
Okay. All right. Give me another
19
D10.
other items.
Give me another D10.
D10.
And a D100, please. $78. Let me see. Ooh. Once and a D4.
Cash.
Oh, one. Okay.
I found the other glove.
I mean, yeah, rummaging around through this. Oh, really? No, that's fine. Yeah, thank you, though.
Sure.
What you call it? Rummaging around. I mean, you do find the other glove, but as you're searching that, you also sense there's like another thing, probably in another general vicinity of the rocks and stuff.
Okay, I'm gonna point and tell Talash and ask him if he can't move those rocks.
All right, Slash, you move those rocks about, and you find a bone tube, probably about, give or take, this about the size of a what would be contained in it, maybe a map or something.
So a bone scroll tube.
Basically, yes.
Let's open it up and look at it.
Yeah, when you open up, you hear the cherubims singing choirs. No. Yeah, I mean, when you do open up, when you open the lid, you do sense there's a powerful magic in it, but the only thing you find inside is a piece of parchment.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, as soon as you get your hands on the parchment, you start pulling it out. You feel the residual, I guess, power within this scroll, and basically, I mean, from a mechanical sense, you know it's a spell scroll that's really powerful. It's a 9th level spell scroll.
Holy moly.
Holy Nikes. You could buy a kingdom with the value of that, man.
Planning?
Sure.
And so it's probably can't determine what the spell is, right?
Not until you have attuned yourself. Actually, you probably have to discuss a little bit more about what it is, but it is a spell scroll 9th level.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll put that away, and so there's nothing else. There's nothing else magical underneath these.
Aside from what you guys have found so far.
And we check this little pile over here.
Yeah, when Andal and Rithar checked those piles, they didn't find anything magic. They just found like a bunch of treasure, and like I said, there's probably some. Yeah.
Yeah.
Looking for star metal.
Well, friends, I
Doing like
think I think we've taken everything out of here we can get. What do you think?
Then here's the thing. Do we want to try to traverse across that water and go into the area where the rust creature was and try to get some of that star metal?
Since he specifically asked for some, I think we should try.
Right. Now, you got to be wary of those creatures. I would almost vote that maybe Talash and I should go forward. I could use my bow. He could use his glass staff, which will not be harmed by a creature that turns metal to rust.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah.
you other fellows have large, heavy metal items like
Or
Kyron's
metal
armor.
Yeah.
Yeah, you perhaps should hang back.
Yeah.
It might eat you.
Definitely.
Well, I've been dying to try this fireball spell, so let's see what one of those does to one of these guys.
Okay.
So maybe have you guys wait down the corridor by the exit type of thing, and maybe we'll move forward and, stay back 30, 40 feet or more. Whatever you think is the appropriate.
Sure.
Maybe we'll try to get
We're
some.
going to go north.
I'd rather go this way because it connects.
Okay.
Before departing, Talash would request a light coin or stone or something from Kyren.
Absolutely.
I'll scout ahead then.
Okay. Did Andal see anything in the holes in the walls?
In the holes in the walls? No. I mean, every once a second, you probably thought you saw eyes peering at you, but then you can't tell if it's just the glow of the various stones, all along the walls, or if it was actually a pair of eyes. But nothing to be, I guess, to be alarmed about or to draw your attention. You said, wait, hold on. Talesh, you said you're getting, what was it again?
A light coin from Kyren.
So it's basically like a torch.
And before going into this room, Chris, I'm going to look all around to see if I can see any of those creatures on this side. Before, they were only on the other side of the water.
They were like above in this area, I thought.
No, I think those were dark mantles.
Oh,
there.
yeah. Okay, I thought that's.
But the rust ones are
ceiling too.
Up and further in.
Yeah.
You should have.
Where's the pool of water?
All right through here in the middle.
Yeah, that grayed out part. That's the pool of water.
You probably can't see it, but if here and then further out.
Because we can stand on the water. I have water walk. And all three of us can stand out, or all four of us can stand on the water and volley crap at them.
Right. Well, when you guys look, we're starting to peer into this cave. Like the water. It's not that deep. It's right here, in this area where it gets narrow, it's almost like this is a pool of water here, and this is the pool of water that goes out into the entrance. So this is like the spillage, basically. So it wouldn't be maybe like 3 feet of water. Like you could wade in it. That's what I'm trying to say.
Mm-hmm.
It's only over here where it gets deep. Well, it gets really dark. You don't know how deep it is. Right.
Does it
Chris,
still connect to the main pool?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that tentacled beast is still in that water.
Probably out in this, like down lower, towards the outside entrance.
Beast is that same thing that made its home in that other room over here on the other side. The burrower.
I don't know. So I had a feeling that was something different, like either an umber hulk or a boulette. Like the land shark. I don't know. It was something Ren didn't want to try to tangle with when he was in here before. But
yeah.
The green glow is coming from further into the cave. I don't know if you guys can see, but it's more in this direction.
Yeah, the green glow is actually. I don't know if you guys can see. Can you guys see this pinging over here at all?
Nope.
No.
Nope.
Okay. Well, it is coming from the northwest, but during the thought where you're pinging, it's pretty faint. Yeah, it's exactly. It's up there.
All right. And we could probably jump across here if we don't want to get wet, right?
Mm-hmm.
To get a little running start.
You could. When you guys
probably could.
Right. When you guys are starting to enter into this main cavern, so to speak, I would like first if you can give me either a athletics check or an acrobatics check. Wow. And one more.
Where is it? Where is it?
4 for 4.
Come on, Kyren, you can do it. Oh.
All right. So, I guess as you guys are following Rindathor, like I said, you guys are, I mean, from looking about the walls and the new holes, or the more holes that you guys are noticing, the integrity of this cavern is coming into question. As you guys exit off of this tunnel, you hear like a rumble, and it seems that the ceiling of this tunnel is starting to collapse. Renathar, Andal, Telesh, you guys are able to get out of the way or brace yourself for impact, so to speak. But Kyren, you were either too slow to react or could not, I guess, shield yourself from the rubble that's falling from the tunnel. And walls out there. Just move you guys out. And
No.
so that's the wow, really? Okay. So Kyren, you'll be taking what was it? 4 points of damage. I mean, sorry. No, I'm sorry. You'll be taking 9 points of damage, and the rest will be taking 4 bludgeoning damage. And sure enough, since this cave in, so to speak, it basically blocked the entryway back that way.
Well, still the one to the north.
Yes, there's still a tunnel here to the north.
Kyra's not buried in this, is he?
No,
Yeah,
no, you're not buried in it at all.
He
I mean, if
got hit
anything,
a little harder.
yeah, you probably got knocked prone, because I mean, you could say that you're probably at the tail end. That's the reason why you weren't able to get out of the way. Or brace yourself for,
Let's help our friend up, and this changes things, friend. I don't think that Rana can give us more than a couple of moments advance warning. I say we loop around and leave. This one leads back into the dragon's cave, right? Because I had taken that before. I mean, unless you really want to risk this.
It still might be worth it.
Yeah.
Hey,
another
just
thing-
I just found it. I have the boots of striding and springing.
Right.
Wouldn't that help me on? Oh, I guess I'd roll the 8 and a 4. Never mind.
Yeah, I don't know if it gives you. Well, yeah, you did just roll 8 and 4. Yeah. One thing you do notice, like I said, like before, like the source of the water is coming from here, so you guys hear the waterfall. And
Right, I've been up in there.
Yeah. Oh, I was gonna say that tunnel that you went through, it wasn't like a tunnel where you could stand in. You actually had to kind of dive in, like you dove in through the entrance.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, way back here.
Yeah. Exactly. So it's the
Even
same.
further out.
Yeah, it's the same thing here. So if you were gonna look here, it's not actually a tunnel. It's more like I guess like a little archway. Maybe if the floor was to meet the where the water would be, where the floor would be, maybe just like a 3 to 4 foot arch. So you would have to go into the water to get to that room where the waterfall is. But like I said, the waterfall's there, and the water's coming out from that direction, flowing down south, and these stalagmites are acting like a natural filter, almost like corralling this water into a pool, and then the overflow is going out into the moat, out to the entrance.
Yeah, and you said it's real shallow right here.
Yeah, it's real shallow right there.
It spills over.
Exactly. And what you do notice that I didn't mention before is, do you see these raised ledges? These weren't like man-made or anything. They're naturally made. But from where the ledges start, there seems to be like a watermark. So you get the sense that at one time this room might have been flooded with water.
Okay. It's good to know. Hey, of that rubble that fell, is there any star metal in it?
No
Damn.
star metal.
So it's all up in here, huh?
Exactly, yeah.
Do we have anything that we could use as a decoy for metal? I mean, I left my short sword to it last time. I do have a dagger. I suppose I could leave, but then either of you have anything that could be sacrificed, an extra sword or something?
Ooh,
The
I
reason I
left it
ask is
behind.
if I can do such a thing, it might even just ignore me. I mean, I could leave a handful of arrows. The heads are steel. You know.
Yeah, but I think with the ranged people, as long as there aren't like a ton of them, we should be able to take them out fairly easily.
What I'm getting at is we might not have to kill it. I don't think they harm people necessarily. At least I'm willing to take the chance.
Yeah.
And if I'm getting attacked, then I can always flee. But
Yeah.
I didn't forget to ask, Telesh, you did bring the pack with you, right?
Oh,
Dalash had it on his back, yeah.
Okay. I
With
was gonna say that you
our
had.
other stuff at the campsite, so.
Yeah.
Right. And then the like I said, like sorry. The coinage that you guys found. I mean, it wasn't just coins and stuff like that. It was various items too, that's worth that much amount of coin. And just to speed things up, you guys probably put some stuff into this back because it was big enough. But every time you put stuff into it, it just seems to sink into it, and you don't see it anymore. It's just total blackness. And then when Talash would put on the backpack, it's like it doesn't feel like it gained any weight. And then, sure enough, you guys started putting everything else into it, and then to the point where you guys cleared the room, and everything's in this pack.
Awesome. Anyhow, remember too, I can be extremely well hidden if I wish to be so, and maybe that will do it for us. I don't know, but I just want us to be ready to go. I want everybody else who isn't going to be coming along maybe to kind of be in this corridor, if not even partway in or something. You know, I'm willing to go alone, or if maybe Talash wants to come along. He doesn't have anything other than his gauntlets that could be put at risk by these creatures. And I would recommend leaving them with one of the others, so they're not a
What are the gauntlets made of?
Metal. They're gauntlets.
Yeah, they're metal.
There can be leather gauntlets too, so.
It's a metal gauntlet.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, but your power of the ogre are metal gauntlets, not leather. I mean, if anything, they might have leather strappings, but it's mostly made out of metal or some sort of metal.
Yeah.
Am I hearing this right? You guys planning on splitting the party?
Ever so briefly.
Don't give the DM a boner.
Yeah.
Okay.
But again, you know, the dragon could return at any time. So whatever we're going to do, we got to do this real quick.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
So where are you guys heading right now?
Leaping.
Okay, hold on a second. So you're leaping over?
Trying to. Worst that happens, I get my feet wet or something if I don't make it all the way across.
Okay, so Renathar, you're over there. Andal, you're there. Talish, you're following. Kyron, I mean, you guys are all basically going in that direction.
Talash is dropping the pack with Andal and leaving his gloves and short sword behind, so he's not carrying any metal whatsoever.
Okay, so
bring the short sword. It might be a decoy.
So Andal, you're staying.
Get you another.
Okay, but anyway, you guys are planning to. Okay.
Head up that way.
Right. Can all four of you give me a perception check, please?
Look at that. 22, baby.
Aye.
I am not much far behind you.
And the two frontliners are blind as bats. Or perhaps clueless is a way to put it.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna say first that Renathar, you probably hopped over, leaped over, and then Telesh and Endo, you guys are getting ready to do your thing, and Kyren, you're probably gonna follow. So basically, you bring up the caboose. But Renathar and Kyrian, you have more a sense of awareness because you guys are not doing anything at the moment, as Telesh and Andal are. But as soon as Telesh and Andal make their movement, I need you guys to give me Telesh and Andal to give me a strength with athletics check. Okay. And Talash? Is that
Yeah,
so,
Telesh was
okay.
before I did.
Right. So as you guys are making your way over, Winathar and Kyrin, you notice one of the stalagmites it's starting to move. And at the moment that Andal and Telesh walk over, you see these tentacles just shoot out.
Oh.
And it tries to grab Telesh and Andal. But were they successful? Telesh, you're able to dodge out of its way or maybe hold back. And okay, and Andal, you were also able to. And basically, you were not caught by surprise.
New roll?
And yes, a new roll. And then from where the tentacles came out of, you hear a guttural, like, growl. And now, what was 2 tentacles, now you see that there's actually 6. And a one big eye opening with a big jaw in front of it. If you guys like, well, you guys can do a nature check to figure out what this new monstrosity is in front of you.
I'll try.
Telesh, you do not recognize it. Andal, you heard many tales about this. Kyren, you probably seen this in your studies. Nothar, this is new to you. But Andal and Kyren, you know this as a as another underground monster that uses rock formation as a camouflage, and you might have heard the name of a roper.
Roper. Okay.
Roper.
So I'm guessing this is probably the guy that was.
Yeah, is he missing a tentacle? Ha!
Surprisingly, he is not.
Oh, damn.
You'd probably grow him back. How many tentacles does it have, Chris?
It has 6 tentacles that you can see.
Jesus.
Yeah, the tentacle that you chopped off, smashed, it doesn't seem to belong to this particular monster.
Like, different type?
Is it different?
Oh, you mean the tentacle? Tentacle. It looks more or less the same, but you're not sure if it came from this particular creature.
Oh, okay.
Well, let's attack.
How deep is the water?
Ooh, okay. How deep is the water?
Yeah.
From where he is at, I would say over here it starts to get about 10 feet, and then maybe to the center is probably, I don't know, it could be 60 to 100 depending.
Oh.
But it starts to get deeper and deeper when it gets closer to him.
But right here it's only like 3 feet deep.
It's like 3 feet deep, yeah. All right, so, let me go ahead and fix the doom. So first to act would be Kyrin.
Okay. Been waiting 5 levels for this, so here come a fireball.
Oh, yeah.
And he's a bit at range, so now's a good time.
Yeah.
Yep. Alright.
It's a dex save, right?
Let's see. Oh, it's a dex save of 14. Okay. What's the dex on this creature? Not that great. Wow. I still take it. Okay. I'm trying to figure out how to say that he actually made it safe.
Well, he's in water, so maybe he saw it coming and ducked back in.
He'll still take half, which is
Yeah, he still
14.
takes half.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna say you maybe because this is the first time you're using this spell, maybe you got a little overzealous, you over aimed or something. Maybe you lobbed the fireball, but it hit most of the water, or maybe the rock formation that he was behind, because he wasn't actually the rock formation itself. He was actually hiding on it, but not behind it. But yeah, he's gonna take half damage. Would be 26, so it'd be 16. Is that how much?
14.
14. Yeah.
14. Okay. So he takes 14. But you do see like parts of it get like singed by this fireball. And when the fireball does impact him, it does make an explosive sound, and it echoes through the cave. And maybe off in the off distance, you thought you heard a rumbling, like you might have shook the foundations of this place.
Uh-oh. Huh. Alright. Move into there.
Okay, and then now we're gonna go to Rinthor.
Friends, stay as far from it as you can. Moving to here, and I am going to loose an arrow.
Okay.
At yon creature. Damn it.
And it actually maybe got hit by one of his tentacles, but it didn't find purchase at all. It might have it sailed away. Anything else?
Yep.
Okay. Well, that would move to Andal.
Oh,
Our miss for the first time.
It happens.
he's 15 feet away from me, right?
Given that this water, so you would double the movement if you're good.
Well, yeah, but then I'd be swimming, and I don't think I want to see him while I'm swimming. But I am going to try to chuck a javelin at him. This is why I need that magical hammer, man.
Right. All right. Another javelin.
Oh, natural one.
Yeah, it might have just got out of the way and you struck the rock behind it.
Then I'm moving back here, taking up a defensive position in front of Kyren.
Okay.
Tim, you roll 20 2 ones in a row.
Yeah.
We've seen worse.
Talash, it is
That's
your.
the second javelin I've lost today.
How many more do you have?
I got 2 more.
Got 2 more. Okay.
So just moves back to there.
Okay.
Ready to hit something if it comes too close, but kind of.
Right. So so again, you're rating an action if it comes within melee range. Right. I just have to ask you. Besides your breath attack, you don't have any. I thought you had like darts or something. You didn't have anything like.
I have darts, and I always forget about them.
Right. Well, I mean, I kind of did remind you. Did you want to use one of your darts?
You could throw 2.
Yeah.
They do D6 plus your strength. Well, you took your gauntlets off, so it'd only be a 3. But 2 attacks.
Did you want to, or did you want to just hold your action?
Might as well take the shot.
Okay.
I have no macro for this.
Well, it's
your dexterity.
Yeah.
Well,
D20
it'd be
plus 5.
D20 plus,
26. I'm sorry. D20 plus 6 for the attacks.
Yeah, that's minus your gaunt.
Yeah, your gauntlets are off
Yeah.
now. So.
Well, it would be strength or
Yeah,
dex.
both of them would be. Both of
And
them are
in this instance, that would be the same, actually. 3 and 3.
yeah.
Right.
So yeah,
So
D20 plus 6.
D20 plus 6, why not a plus 3?
Because 3 for your proficiency.
Mm-hmm.
So
Sorry, you guys level 5.
yep,
Okay.
D20 plus 6. And you could do 2 of them if you wanted to.
Mm-hmm. So just do yeah. That's the first one.
And a second shot.
Right. So you guys are actually seeing Talash let loose these darts, and they hit the creature, but it doesn't seem to affect the creature. I mean, but the darts are just sticking out of them.
So 15 doesn't hit.
Right. So with that, we're gonna go ahead and move on to the creature. And hold on a second here. Let me see if I could do this right. Okay. I believe I can fly now. All right, just one second, guys. Get a below here. All right, so it's actually gonna launch tendrils, one at each of you. So I need each of you to give me what is it? A strength check.
Strength.
What kind of reach do those things have? Some of us might not be
athletics?
close enough.
It has a 50-foot reach.
Oof.
Holy shit.
Did you say with athletics? Yeah, you could give me athletics with it. This is basically to see if you guys are gonna get grappled.
Oh.
That's so that we're doing an athletics check.
Yeah.
We can use acrobatics if we're skilled to, right? To avoid it.
Yes. Actually, I did forget one thing.
Ninja.
Okay, I actually have to see if I'm able to hit you. Sorry, kind of hit up myself a little bit. This is for Andal. Let's see. 13. I don't think that makes it, right?
No.
No. Okay, so you're good. So sorry, guys. I was supposed to do this first. My bad. No. Second one to who's next in line, which was Kyrin that missed.
That's good, because I tanked my strength check.
Me too.
Rilithar, what's your AC again?
I think it's 17.
Okay.
Let me double check. Yeah,
Listen.
17.
Yeah. Oh. Jeez.
I think the lowest is 17 in this group right now.
Is it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah. Oh well, I mean, in your own ways, you guys are able to dodge and maybe deflect the tentacles that it shot at you. And discouraged, now it's like it was like really getting pissed off that he couldn't even get a hold of any one of you. But with that, we're gonna go ahead and move to Kyrin. Back to top of the turn.
Okay. Fireball number 2.
What is that? Is that a
It's a
second
third
level?
spell.
Third level?
Yeah.
All right.
Oof. That's a lot of ones there.
Oh my gosh.
I still need to see if I can get away from it, which I don't think he can. He's usually not that great at dodging stuff, given the fact he's just standing still. No. Okay. And this time you're able to aim right, and it blows up off on the side of him. You see some of the tendrils, like maybe on like half of the tendrils on one side, they either get singed or burnt off. So you see 3 of them. Well, I mean, you see a bunch of tendrils, but like the most prominent ones, there's like 3 prominent ones that are just flailing about. The other 3 either got burned off or it's injured where it looks like it's broken. Oh, actually, I'm gonna say one of the tendrils is broken.
Okay.
And he's gonna take 18 points of damage. And now his eye shifts over to Kyren.
You got his attention, lad.
If there's anything else, we're gonna move to Rinzafar.
Yep, that's it.
Okay.
Let's see. Rinda's going to try to put a little more distance.
Okay.
Hopefully getting outside of that 50-foot reach, and then I'm going to fire an arrow at it. Trying to take more careful aim and pray to Timora.
Okay.
Damn it. I don't know if a 13 will hit.
Yeah. You let loose the arrow, and I mean at the last moment it didn't intentionally duck or anything, but it just it's flailing about, and when it moved its I guess its head figure, you struck the rock behind it, or maybe
right.
it probably hit that part of its head and it just deflected off.
Mhm.
I've
got a bonus action.
All right.
Damn it. I'm not going to do it. I'm just going to stay here, because if I get further into the cavern, there might be rust monsters coming up on me and destroy my rapier. I can't have that. So
right.
I'll just stay here, hopefully being 50 feet away or more or whatever. But
okay.
That's it for me.
All right. I'll move to Andal.
Yeah, being out in the water,
Why were you out in the water? I thought you were
don't
guarding
know.
Karen.
It being out in the water, I have difficulty getting to it. So, I am going to just chuck another javelin at it.
Javelin. Okay.
and see what happens. Huh.
Wow. Yeah, you probably I could just only thing I don't know. I had a vision of Brad Pitt and Troy chucking a javelin at that one dude. Okay, you did one of those things where like you heaved it like a pitcher, and it strikes it, and it does pin it against the rock, doing 6 points of damage.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
So now it has a javelin sticking out of maybe one of its sides. And with that, we're going to move to Talash.
Talash just going to be trying to keep pace with Vindalthar and flinging another couple darts, I guess.
Okay.
Did something crazy. Okay.
Always doing something crazy.
Second one should hit.
All right, yeah. The first one it sailed away. The second one, it's you struck it near its eye. Give me the damage on that, please.
What were darts? 1d6s?
You get 1d6, yeah, because it's a monk weapon.
Yeah.
1d6 plus 3. Nice.
Yeah. That dart. Yeah, and basically the creature now it's blinking its eye rapidly because it feels the dart like close to its eye. So now it has its tentacles wailing about, its eyes blinking rapidly. It's making and with that, we're gonna go ahead and move to its turn. Miraculously, you see the 3 tentacles that got burned. 2 of them regenerate. The one that's broken, it doesn't seem to flail about as much as the other 5. So now it has 5 tentacles, and with its 5 tentacles, it's going to shoot out 4 of them at you guys again. Let's see. I think Rinotar, you're still within range. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 7, 8, 9. Oh, you're just in range. And, but let's see. Okay. Against Rinalthar, I'm gonna do it with disadvantage.
But since the Fireball Boy draws attention, he leaves us alone, right? Good try, huh?
Yeah, good try. But like I said, because you're at the extreme range, yeah. I'm doing it with disadvantage, so he actually misses with that tentacle. Next, he's gonna strike out at Telesh. Oh wait, that's not 1, 2, 3, 4. 6. No, you're a little bit closer, Telesh. So no disadvantage for me there. Ooh, wow. Okay. Yeah, this tentacle, it finds a firm grip on your arm. Give me a athletics check, please. He's trying to grapple you. Okay. Yeah, so you're struggling, and you're able to break off for a moment, but then just as that moment passes, the tendril rewraps again on your arm, and now you are grappled to this creature. Let's see if you're grappled. I'm just gonna use this symbol. Okay, and then to Endel. When it shot its tentacle out, you had your warhammer ready, and you deflected it away. Kyrin, you just did warding flare.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Just makes a disadvantage for the attack.
Right. Shit. Okay. Let me go ahead. It's just gonna force me to make another one. Okay. Yeah. So, the other tentacle that was coming towards you, when your warding flare went off, aside from Endo closing his eyes, also, the beast closed its eyes for that brief moment, and the tentacle didn't find you anywhere. So basically, he missed. And since Talash is grappled, he's actually going to reel you in. And 1, 2.
Sub-Zero.
Get over here. Get over here. That's actually Scorpion.
No, you're thinking Scorpion.
Scorpion, yeah.
Yeah. 1, 2,
Sorry.
3,
It's been forever.
4, 5. So he reeled you in that far, Talash.
The
And
measurements are quite right. It's 5 foot per actual square, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think, what am I doing? Yeah, 5 foot. You know what, actually want to see. Yeah, okay. So with that, we're going to go to Kyrin. Radiance of the Dawn. Constitution save. What's the DC?
I think it's 14.
It's 14. It's the same as the fireball, isn't it? I feel
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I mean, he doesn't have anything to actually cover his big eye, so he's gonna take the full brunt of this damage. Maybe after he did the radiant, the was it the flare? After he did the warding flare, he closed his eyes, opened up again just to open up his eyes to the radiance of the dawn. So he's gonna take that damage. If I can. Okay, here we go. He takes 21 points of damage. Cool. Anything else you're gonna do?
That's huge.
That is huge. Actually, yeah. When I mean, I don't know if there's any force behind this in a sense, but I mean, there was like a force that hit him, So you see this creature get knocked back into the stalagmite. No, tight? No, mite.
Might.
Back, yeah,
On the
back into the stalagmite. And he slowly slouches over, and then again, like he regains his strength, and then he looks back up again. But you definitely hurt him with that attack.
I'm gonna actually shout at Rindlethar to hold for a moment. You'll know when to strike.
Okay,
All
so on Minothar, I guess you're holding. Okay.
Well, I'll move, draw an arrow. Hopefully this puts me out of his reach.
Oh yeah, you're out of his reach now.
And I'll draw an arrow trained on him, and I'll wait for it. I'm assuming like a fairy fire type of thing, and I'll
No.
delay. Maybe better.
You'll know. You'll know when to strike.
Well, I'll delay till
Okay.
Andel's turn, I guess.
All right. So Andel, it is now your turn.
I'm going to run towards the creature, and I'm actually right on the edge here. I'm going to jump.
Okay.
I can jump 16 feet, so
You'll
I
be
should
able to
be
get.
able to get to him. And
Landing
I'm
on
going to come down with my hammer on him.
Threatening him.
Yeah.
That'll trigger my shot.
Yep.
Okay. Give me an athletics check.
Nice.
Okay,
And he's got those boots too.
Yeah.
I don't
you're
have
able-
boots, no.
No, but that's good.
Good
That's good enough for you to actually leap over, and you're about to land your strike, which triggers Milithar's action. He's like, "All right, I know this is the moment.
Yes.
Let's loose."
Yes, at last. 18 should do it.
18.
And if not, a 26 would.
Right.
Well, that doesn't give me advantage.
It doesn't give you
Yeah.
advantage. Sneak attack.
No. Him attacking it is what allows me to add sneak attack because he's threatening it.
Yeah.
But
Oh,
yeah, I
I-
don't get advantage on the attack unless I burn my inspiration, which I didn't declare ahead of time. Still, I'm hoping an 18's enough.
Well, an 18 is actually it's not enough, but I am going to give you advantage because of what Andel's doing. So basically, like you're aiding each other.
Okay.
So and it's also like
Sweet.
almost like you're flanking, but I mean you're not flanking in the sense like you're like directly behind him, but you are behind him, and Andel's on the other side of him. If that makes sense. So it does hit. It takes 11 piercing plus 9,
20 total.
so 20 total. Yeah, and again, I'm gonna say it's not just one arrow would do this much damage. I say they probably let loose a couple, maybe like two, like maybe one after another, like in succession. So maybe there's like one that hit it, and there's two on its way to give a total of that 20 damage.
Hitting near the eye, like the dart that slashed through.
Right, exactly. And then Andel.
Yeah. Do I also have advantage on this attack?
I would say no because it saw you coming when you leaped over.
Okay. I think I will burn my
Inspiration?
inspiration to hopefully
Okay.
a 20 hits.
Okay, yeah. It just gets past his armor. So maybe as you leaped over, its tentacles like shot up towards you. So now you're like falling through these tentacles and stuff, and maybe parts of it grabs you, but you're able to strike down on its, I guess, on its face or on its body with your warhammer.
But I'm also going to hit it with 10 more radiant damage.
Cool. This is like so epic how you guys put this thing down.
Very nice.
Yeah. So, but with that strike, I don't know if it makes a powerful like boom or anything like that,
It
but
doesn't make a sound other than me hitting it, but it is a fairly bright light of divine energy that
right. And of course, when energy sets off, I mean, Kyrie and Telesh, you guys shield your eyes when this happens. Telesh, immediately you feel the tendril that was wrapped around your arm let go, and when you guys open your eyes again, you see that this creature is underneath Andel's warhammer, dead.
Well done, friends.
And now I have to swim to shore.
Right. Yeah. Congratulations, guys! You guys did away with a roper.
We did away with a creature that embodies a phallic tentacle porn.
Yeah. I remember the first time I went against this, we TPK'd on this thing. It was horrible.
Yeah, I can see. Yeah, if the thing hits you and you lose your athletics or whatever.
Oh yeah. No, his he does have one. I mean, he has that big mouth in front of him. I mean, if you weren't able to make it, he would have got one off. But you guys tactically did away with it. That was pretty well done.
I don't suppose the action gained me inspiration.
I was about to say, yeah, you gained back your inspiration for that.
Excellent.
That was pretty awesome.
That was pretty heroic.
Yeah.
I only had
Roll
2
the paladin.
elements left, and I was just like, what am I gonna do? So I just thought, well, I can jump. He's close enough that I might be able to get him if I jump.
I mean, and you guys picked like the precise moment to do it, because I mean, he was already getting.
Yeah,
I mean,
Kyrin did a lot of damage to him.
Yeah, that radiance of the dawn. I finally saw it, the radiance of the dawn. I've been waiting for that. All right, so yeah, you guys are now out of combat. And given the time, you guys still want to continue on? I think Doug, you might have to go, or I don't know. Is it?
Yeah, I need to go.
At least it's a good spot to stop.
Yeah, we can talk about what we're gonna do.
Yeah, definitely. This is like a good stopping point. Yeah, you guys just finished killing this roper. You see Ando, he swims back to shore and says, haha. And then I guess you guys will probably regroup here and plan what is your next.
Yeah, maybe some Starmetal and then getting the hell out of Dodge.
Yeah.
Yeah, because my guy I need a rest. I'm tapped out almost. I don't got any more radiance and no more fireballs.
Well,
When did the cleric turn into DPS?
I've been waiting for 5th level patiently.
Right. I mean, if anything, for like a hook, Andal, you telepathically have a sense from Rana, and from Rana's viewpoint, if the camera's gonna switch over to is it he or she?
He.
Okay, if it switches over to him, he hears like I mean, in a sense, I mean there won't be birds at night, but he hears like rustling in the foliage in Neverwinter, and he does see like some birds taking flight, or maybe it won't be bats, it'll be birds taking flight out of a certain spot in the woods, and he can see this from his viewpoint. And at the same time, he hears a loud like growl,
Okay.
and at the same time, he also hears a beast. Basically, it's the steed, and it's neighing, but it's a horrible sound.
Screaming.
Yeah.
Okay. And how far off did he see that?
Well, I mean, from where he is, it's give or take. It's like the like 100 or like 150 yards away. So it's a little ways.
Okay. Okay.
1.5 football field.
Yeah, 1.5 football field.
Sounds like the dragon may have caught up to the horse.
Yeah. Like, I think the dragon's feeding. I don't know how long it takes him to eat, but.
Right, and then yeah, we'll leave it there and continue on. I guess around the campfire, what you guys want to plan to do next, or if you guys have any questions or anything like that. But Yeah, cool. Great session, guys.
No doubt.
Yeah.
Yeah. And yeah, I didn't forget about the experience and stuff. I'll probably post that up later because I just gotta recalculate it. But I know Doug's gotta go.
Yep. All right.
Oh, cool.
See you guys later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See ya.
Yep.
Take it easy.
Sweet. You guys have any other questions or anything? Or I mean, in other words, like if you guys have any other ideas that you guys want to see, I guess later on in the sessions or something like that, or any concerns, so I can probably work in.
Yeah, I'm going to warn these guys, like especially Kyrian, his metal armor, to get back on the other side of the water, or at the very least, you know, back here to where he can leap across real quick, because he could lose his armor, he could lose his weapon.
Yeah, and I mean, in fact, from where you last saw that rust monster, the remnants of your short sword is like right here, like half eaten, rusted.
Unless you want your items to look like that, I would get back.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Cool. Oh, and my other question was the backstories too. I believe Telesh was yours. Was the secret of a dragon? Yeah, Bahamut. Since I have you guys here, I'm not sure about Kyrian. I guess I'll post it on the forum what it was. Well, I mean, there's one thing that's bonding. That's bonded you guys, which is the newfound map.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, see. Talash's was, you have a secret, you were once a gold dragon who served Bahamut, but I don't know if you want to stay, you could change it to a different dragon if you wanted. Not gold or whatever dragon it is. You were too proud and vain to the point that Bahamut decided to teach you a lesson. You've been trapped in a weak humanoid or dragonborn body, or downgraded to a dragonborn, and with memories of your former life, but it's a dim shadow. So you're not even sure if that's really, you know. But you do remember only one thing with perfect clarity. Bahamut's command to go into the world and prove your devotion to the cause of good, which is probably what you're doing. And if you prove worthy on your death, you will return to his side in true form. So that was your... Yeah.
It kind of fits in with how his youthful impetuousness and pride was kind of getting him to go out into the world on the order of his clan anyway.
Right.
So.
Right. Oh, and then, I was going to say that I mean, in a sense, it's a secret because you haven't told anybody about it, but not a secret that, like, I am a true form dragon, whatever. But since the beginning of this adventure, like after post the Black Spider and all that stuff, post Lost Mines of Pendover, almost every night, almost consecutively, you've been having a dream which gives you like a little inkling of what your memory is, So maybe you have a vision of Bahamut, you have another vision of when you were a true dragon. So like every night you're sort of haunted by these dreams, and you're still trying to make sense of it. And then little by little you start to know.
Yeah.
It's See, I got one here for Rindelthar. It says you're being the grandchild of a renowned dragon slayer. Is usually a good way to impress people, but I don't buy into this. That last week you got beat up by a bunch of gang.
A bunch of what?
It says here like, but just last week a gang of ruffians attacked you. I don't think so. It says you barely escaped with your life, and then you fled. Well, what I'm gonna say is that you are the grandchild of a renowned dragon slayer, right? I believe you're
Kind of. It's in my history. My grandfather was a great rogue, Rossiter.
Right. I believe he slayed Is it rumors or was it actual fact that he did slay a
It
dragon?
was true.
It was true.
He
Okay.
and his companions slayed a dragon, an ancient green, actually, named
there you go.
Agrinon Deolius.
Cool. Yeah. So Okay. So again, being the grandchild of a renowned dragon slayer is usually a good way to impress people. You're not trying to impress people, but you are known in a sense to anybody who recognizes you. Let's see.
Well, he's also a diplomat, so.
Yeah.
My face is probably known along the Sword Coast.
Yeah.
Right. It says. I don't know, I gotta work on that with that backstory. I'll work that in. And then for Andal, I'm trying to remember which one was it that we.
I think the main one was the friend that half-elf friend that was captured or something like that. Who needs my help?
Hey, if you guys want a chance at a free Harley, go to that link.
A free Harley?
Enter. Yeah,
Ooh.
you can enter that. Well, they actually have two they're giving away at the end of the Ultimate Fighter on Fox Sports 1. I don't know if you guys watch UFC at all. I'm kind of into it, but yeah, you can enter every day, and they're giving away 2 Harleys at the end of the season, like probably mid-July.
I don't even watch TV to begin with.
Well, it's this wonderful new invention, man.
Actually, it's now an outmoded
Zombie box.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find. No.
I don't watch a ton myself, but a couple programs. News.
I got to a point where I found I was looking at things on YouTube more than anything on the TV, and most of the shows are completely retarded anyway. I cannot fathom the popularity of SpongeBob SquarePants. It just boggles my mind how it's so shallow and nothing to it, and yet it's so popular.
I've never watched it really.
Okay.
Be glad and maintain that.
It
It will give you nothing.
Andal, what was the name of your? Did you have a name of your mentor?
Mentor? No.
No. Okay, so let's say that his name
Big
is.
Hammer McShiny Plants?
That's his nickname, but his true name is Ontharfrum.
Tarfrum?
Yeah, he is a crusading warrior and champion of good. He is your friend and mentor. He asked you to travel. Well, yeah. This is how you probably linked it. So yeah, okay. I don't even think I should be full. This is basically, this was supposed to be something like you guys are at level 1 and then you're supposed to add it to your bonds or whatever. But I mean, given the fact I actually just worked this into it, but I just want to make sure I get the right ones. So Talash is a secret dragon.
Can you put the name in the chat so I can?
Sure. I mean, I'll work it into the story, like, because it has to be a reason. A reason. I mean, there's more than.
He's just carrying the secret. He doesn't talk much, so it would have just been there to begin with, I would say.
Yeah.
Talash is easy.
Yeah. But I mean, like now, like I said, post after the Last Man's. I mean, now that you started this part of the campaign, the dreams are becoming more, I guess. You're having
frequent and intense.
Yes, exactly. And there has to be a reason why. Grandchild.
We find ourselves starting to engage with followers of Tiamat, and it's kind of stimulating things.
Okay.
That's copied directly out of my backstory, Chris.
Mm-hmm.
Mentioning the green dragon specifically.
So would you have an affinity to green dragons then?
Not an affinity, probably a hatred. And maybe a little bit of knowledge, like knowing that they use poison breath. And like if I were to poison an arrow, it'd probably not harm it, other than the arrow itself.
Now, I don't know if it is so in D&D, but do dragons have a what I'm trying to say is like, would this dragon recognize you in a sense through its heritage?
That's entirely up to you.
Yeah.
I mean, their cultures are way different than human culture, but they're
Well,
long-lived.
yeah, but I'm thinking more like the bloodline. Like with its, I keep thinking about,
Genetic memory.
yeah, basically like in Warhammer 40K, there's a gene seed. Would it be passed down through the generations?
That's
So
entirely up to you.
yeah.
Yeah, I think it's possible. Certainly is.
Hmm.
You know.
Because I mean that dragon that your grandfather killed, would it not? It's an ancient dragon, right?
It was, yeah.
Yeah, so that would be like one of the prominent green dragons to be slain. It's not every day that they'd be able to slay an ancient
Right.
green dragon.
But that was a party of like 15th level characters too, so they were pretty badass.
Yeah, so I mean exactly. So it would be known through dragon kin of a death of an ancient, basically.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh yeah, and that logo definitely like it. I have an idea for that logo or some type of mechanic for that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like an advantage on diplomacy checks for those who know what our deeds were.
Well,
In and around Vandal.
well, what I was thinking was, I mean, I might as well tell you guys so you get it out of the way. What I was thinking was is that you would get advantage on, yeah, you like to say diplomacy, but I don't think it's called persuasion. I guess with friendlies,
Yeah.
and then you would get advantage with intimidation against unfriendlies.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah. So I mean that's the way like your reputation is, would be known and stuff like that.
Very cool.
If that was the mechanic I was thinking, I think there's nothing else. Oh, that's right. We never figured out what that spell was. Well, I guess what I was gonna say that you guys will be taking your short rest here.
Okay.
So
And
whatever.
what do the gloves do?
The gloves. Who has the gloves? You
I
have the
have them
gloves.
right now. Yeah.
Okay. Well, okay. So you can get this out of the way. It is gloves of swimming and climbing.
Swimming and climbing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Swimming and climbing. I believe it gives you +5 on athletic checks.
That's
I
cool.
should have been telling you
For
that.
either of those activities.
For those activities, yeah.
You could probably be in swimming armor with that then.
Mm.
I mean, amongst other things, yeah. Yeah, it's gloves of swimming and climbing. While wearing these gloves, climbing and swimming don't cost extra movement.
Oh, nice.
That's
Yeah,
huge.
so you're able. That's okay. For lack of, because it totally slipped my mind. But while you were swimming, you did it with general ease, but you couldn't really tell because it wasn't that far or that deep. And yeah, you gain a +5 bonus to strength athletic checks when you are made to climb or swim.
Nice. I just.
You know what? That climbing speed is huge. Normally your climbing speed is no faster than half of your normal movement.
Yeah.
Swimming, same thing, like half.
Yeah, that actually helped a lot. Yeah.
Huge.
Nice.
That's totally right. I was hoping you were gonna when you're rolling that you were gonna roll a 100. I was like, I hope he rolls a 100. But that's fine too.
What happens at 100?
You know what? I'm trying to remember. What was it? It was a portable hole. Is that what it was? I think that's what it was.
That's
Yeah.
huge.
Yeah, it was a portable hole. I don't even know what the hell that does. What does that do?
I do. You open it up and it's like a 6-foot across, 10-foot deep hole. You can completely fill with objects. You can put people in it. you know, it's literally what it says. Like you lay it out on the floor or a wall, and it's a portable hole of extra dimensional space.
There's no limit. It's just like another bag of holding in a sense. But
Yeah,
just
but yeah, there's a bottom to it. I mean, it's like
Oh.
10 feet deep, but
but yeah, okay. It is just a portable hole.
mhm. It's been around since first edition.
Yeah.
Cool thing.
It's been around since Looney Tunes.
Yeah, that's true. Hey, Chris, I think we'll cross again and take our short rest in the Dragon's Lair, right by that exit that we came in through, where we had to speak the, the
Where?
command
Oh,
words.
you guys can't get past that rubble. It's blocked.
No,
Yeah.
we can take the other tunnel in, up that way.
Oh, up that way.
Yeah.
We have some problems going that way.
Why is that?
I didn't see anything yet, but I know there's problems.
Well, I mean, are you? Well, if you guys were to go that way,
Oh,
I mean,
Jesus. Giant spider? Great.
no. That's actually a dead giant spider.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's from the first time when you guys came in. You saw like bodies of spiders because if you remember from Thunder Tree, that was what Venomfang was eating.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, again, if you guys are gonna go head down this way, I mean, there's another collapse. That's what was gonna happen.
Crap.
Yeah, I don't want to kill. I'm trying kind of killing it, but
What
just
the heck is that? Another dead creature?
Yeah, it's
yeah.
another
It's just dead spiders. Yeah, just dead spiders. So basically, when you guys go this way again, you would get trapped in there.
So we'd get trapped on this side or on the other side?
On this side.
Oh, okay.
So, is there any way to clear away this rubble to make room for like a person to crawl through? Especially with Talash's strength. Ogre strength?
I would say yes, you could, but it would take a long time, which you probably don't have much of.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think the swimming out is going to be our only real way now.
Well, yeah. But if we're going to take our rest, we might need to duck through, this low tunnel and then hide up in the waterfall chamber. I mean, the dragon obviously will be able to move these stones a lot easier than us to get back into its lair.
Mm-hmm. But I mean, yeah, I mean, if you guys decide, that, I mean, yeah, you guys can do your short rest up in this this waterfall room.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
There are dry areas around the pool that's in there.
yeah, there are dry areas around the pool there. But yeah, you just have to go. You just have to swim in and come out. And I mean, there's nothing treacherous or I guess enemies or anything like that. So we could start from there. That you guys ducked into the waterfall room. Call it the waterfall room, and that's where you guys did your short rest.
That sounds good.
Yeah, we'll just pick it up from there. Yeah. No, just never mind the damage from the stones.
Wasn't there one more tunnel, Chris, like off of here, kind of hidden?
Up there? No.
No.
Oh, wait, I'm sorry. It was down here, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Like there was this one here, but I thought there was one more.
No, that was the one. That one, and then another one south of it, which is right over here.
All right.
Where Kyren would be. So I'm just gonna go ahead and move Kyren to the waterfall area. Maybe he's probably. I'll say yeah. You guys probably did short rest. Probably even bathe in this thing or something. I don't know if you guys want to do that, but whatever.
Rinse off where the water comes down.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, so I'll just put all you guys in here. So wherever you guys want.
Here's a question for you, Chris. This area where the water goes underneath this overhang, is this small enough the dragon wouldn't be able to fit in here?
It's yeah, the dragon won't be. It's small enough, but when you look at the walls, I mean, given the fact that something's been tunneling in here, I mean, something of his size might actually be able to tunnel through it.
To squeeze through or something.
No, he would actually have to break the wall.
All right.
Yeah. So, and I mean, and like how you see the water filter out. I mean, basically, that's how this hole was made. It's naturally made from the water.
I see.
But just like over time, the erosion of water, and you know, something of that size could make the wall give way. And I mean, and I did mention before that room that you guys were in before, it looked like it was once flooded to a certain point, because there's a watermark or water line along the walls to the point where those ledges are. So that's how.
Gotcha.
And maybe I'll say like the ledges are probably give or take 10 to 12 feet high.
So, okay, so a lot more water. Cool.
But yeah.
All right. Well, we're getting our rest on, and we'll have at it next week.
Mhm.
Alright, cool. Is there any other concerns you guys have? I mean, I know this time kind of sucks, but I don't know how long this shift change is gonna be. Cause I even feel the withdrawal. Like it's not enough. I mean, I was also I did ask, is there like another day that you guys can do? I mean, of course I gotta ask Kyrian too if there's another day where, but again, it'd probably be the same time.
Yeah, this is really the best one for me.
Yeah.
I've got games on a lot of other days. Just got into a Saturday night D&D game. It starts at 11 p.m. Eastern time. I play in a Sunday one that's at least every other week.
Right.
Two games in real life.
Yeah, this is like tomorrow's my in real life. I'm actually starting the first session of Elemental Evil, but the expedition. So it's like that.
Yeah, I've gone through a couple of those. We were in Red Larch.
Is it the encounter or the actual expedition?
I think it's Encounters.
Oh.
They put out the Prince of the Apocalypse, like printed one you DMs download. I think it's probably somewhere in the neighborhood of like 60 pages or so.
Oh,
and
yeah,
it's excerpts from the hardcover.
Yeah, it's like the encounters for like this Hoard of the Dragon Queen when they had it out. I think they give you like the encounters for the first 4 levels or something like that.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
My fighter that I'm playing in that is 3rd level.
So encounters is just basically it just goes straight into the encounter, right? There's no role playing.
No, believe it or not, there's plenty of opportunities for role play. And then it just doesn't have like the encounters ones are maybe more episodic, like more akin to tournament dungeons that you play at game conventions or wherever. They're typically like a 4-hour block. The encounters version of that out of that book, the print material you can download, it's more episodic. I think there were like 3 parts of it, and it could take you anywhere from like 3 to 6 sessions to play through it all.
Oh, okay, I get.
It's more not centered on the overarching plot, just gets you into individual pieces of it.
Yeah, well, it has segments of the plot in it. Like we've encountered cultists from the Elemental Evil. We've already dealt with ones that were in the town, and now we branched out and we've encountered ones that are on the outskirts of the town at this place called Feathergale Spire. I don't know how much of that stuff you've read, Chris.
I read some of it, but I mean, the encounter seems like it gets you familiar with the story in a sense, right? Like because like when I compare the Hoard of the Dragon Queen encounters to the actual book, I mean it's almost like verbatim. But
and that it's segments of it.
Yeah.
Right.
It's smaller chunks. You can drop in and out easier.
In our instance, our DM actually bought the hardcover book, so he's able to throw in a little bit more information with it. It gives more background information, everything like that, and It's real cool though.
Because I was wondering, like, I thought like an encounter is like you just go straight into like the encounter, like you just straight. There's like hardly any role playing. You're just rolling off dice, like you're on the map
Mm.
already, on the grid map.
Yeah, that's not how it's been run at all.
Oh, and it's supposed to be like
If
only
anything,
like sessions, right?
I'm sorry.
It's only supposed to be like 1 hour sessions, isn't it?
No. They said it anywhere from 2 hours to 4 hours, however long it takes. We typically play for 3 hours, like 5:30 to 8:30 or thereabouts,
Oh, okay.
and it's always on a Wednesday. But yeah, the way they printed out the encounters are kind of like standalone that are kind of related to the plot, whereas I'm sorry, no, that's expeditions. Expeditions are related to the book, but not like direct excerpts from it.
Book, yeah.
Encounters are more or less out of the book, and you can do them kind of as one-offs, or you can do them as leading into the big, giant adventure, which can take characters from first level to 15th.
Oh, I see.
And you said the one for Tyranny of Dragons is almost verbatim out of the book. I was told by our DM that it's almost the exact same thing with the encounters for Elemental Evil.
Oh, yeah. I kind of figured it is. It just doesn't give you the whole. I mean, because if they give you the whole story, then it's just like you getting the whole book.
Yeah, they only give you a small portion of it, like, and they might fluff it out a little bit for, flavor or whatever, but yeah, like the big book is like 100 pages, and then the printed material that they give you is like 40.
Right.
But the first
Yeah.
like 6 pages are all the Adventure League shit, about the factions, the rules, dividing a treasure, DM rewards, because DMs earn experience, gold, and downtime
Right.
now, where they didn't give out downtime or gold for Tyranny of Dragons. They upped the ante a little bit for what DMs get now.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah.
It's been fun though.
Let me go ahead and stop the broadcast. I forgot I still had this on.